DLUX Creations Inc., the premier fiberglass fabricator based out of San Antonio, specializing in custom door panels, custom trunks, dash restores, and the custom consoles, and much, much more.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Been watching too much Martin. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to Streetligion Nation Radio, Streetligion Nation TV. I'm your host, Legacy City.
I'm your host, Prezzie Montsho.
And today we have a special guest. I'm sorry.
I didn't know we were doing titles, so I had to throw my title in.
Yeah, you know.
Ain't no co in my business,
You know, so we have a special guest. He's a black president of a car club, Ntokturnal Car Club, as well. My homie, as well, my big bro. Been knowing him for almost, it's been a decade now. Damn, time flies.
It's been a minute.
It's been like 12 years now, huh?
Yeah.
My boy DLUX, man. Y'all make some noise, Mr. DLUX. You know what I'm saying? We got the boy there. You know what I'm saying? Chilling, man. Been a long time. You know I've been wanting to get you here.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely, man, what's going on with you?
Man, just grinding, doing, working in the laboratory.
You're working in the laboratory. DLUX is a retired military veteran, as well does custom. You do the custom interior of cars
Custom fiberglass.
Custom fiberglass on the dash. Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just came to me when it did it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so custom fiberglass. Because here in San Antonio, you know, of course, it's a dominant Latino community. You don't really hear about black presidents of car clubs.
You know, there's car clubs down here you really don't hear too much about. I mean, even in my car club. Well, it's not my car club. I'm the president of the San Antonio chapter. But the car club in and of itself, Ntokturnal, is predominantly Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think in our chapter we have almost 30 members, and there's only three of us that are African American. You know, so
how you get in?
That's a good question.
Like, how you get to the president?
They had a chapter. Give a little history on it. They had a chapter here before it kind of got shut down because unlike a lot of the local car clubs, like some of the major national car clubs are a little more structured, and if you don't follow the rules and stuff like that, they tend to it gets shut down. So, a friend of mine came to me. When I was in Juice.
And
was like, hey, you know, we want to bring a San Antonio chapter back because a lot of the San Antonio guys were in the Austin chapter. And so they wanted to be able to represent their own city instead of having to represent somebody else. So they came to me, and the three of us petitioned to start a San Antonio chapter. And they basically told us, this is what we need. You're going to have to come with this, and this. And so, you know, I ended up sending a letter to the national chapter is in Los Angeles. That's the main chapter. I had to petition to them, and, you know, they came back, and it was like, all right, y'all do y'all thing.
So it's just not like, yo, we in San Antonio, we going to start another turn.
No, it don't work
like that. That's a misconception that you can. If it ain't a secret or anything of that nature, is it a certain, what's some of the protocols you got to have to start a car club? If somebody wanted to start a car club.
If somebody wanted to start a car club from scratch, what I would recommend doing, the first thing you do is go down to the county and you do a name search, just like you would do for a business.
Like a DBA type of that. Okay.
Same thing is assume name, make sure nobody has it, and then if nobody has it, get it.
Definitely. Okay.
And then at that point, it makes you legit. You know, if you're really trying to go legit, you can register yours as a nonprofit. Now you know that's a whole different ball game. And you know it legitimizes you. Then basically it's just getting out there in the community and getting to know people and you know meeting other car clubs because you know a lot of it down here, especially to keep things on the calm, is you gotta be able to communicate with the other presidents. You know, there's other clubs down here that in other cities like they banging. Down here we don't, you know. So we keep it fluid.
They ain't gangs, but there's the car clubs. They just
They take it serious.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it is serious.
Like any other art, I think if you like, this ain't no, you know, that shit crazy.
Yeah. So it's we take it serious, you know, because you're talking about people down here. I don't know if you probably didn't see it, but I meant to send it to you. The city of San Antonio was passing an ordinance, a street racing ordinance, but the language in the ordinance was targeting car clubs. Well, we ain't street racing.
Yeah.
You know, we when you putting upwards of 40, 50,
Y'all, I was
60,
gonna say, who want to tap a car? You putting not.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, y'all put like a lot of money into these cars, and street racing is the last thing I want.
Exactly.
I want to be doing with my car. Like,
well, they were having a town hall meeting, and you know how politics go. You know, you gonna try to sweep this by real quick. And we got word of it and showed up. And then
it's so important, like when people
when
there's town halls to show up, because if you hadn't, they probably would have went past and.
Oh yeah,
they were gonna pass a law on it.
Oh, it was, and the thing about it is they were aware of these street racers ain't coming from the south side.
Yeah.
They were coming from the north side. They coming from Houston. They coming from Dallas.
Yeah.
So why are we targeting this low income community down here?
Well, cause let's be honest, man. When it comes to low income communities and stuff like that's the scapegoat and that's the punching bag for city councils. Like I said, they can target, and I say it all the time. They can target different things, but they won't never target those meth labs and shirts and Cibolo.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
But talk it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a known thing. It's not like it's it's known. It's out there. But y'all want to target those type of people. You know what I'm saying? So even if those, upper echelon kids are out there speed racing.
I just commented on my Facebook page the day before yesterday. The meth epidemic wasn't an epidemic till it started affecting a certain community.
Yeah, I mean, like, it started affecting the white people. Let's just be honest about it. Yeah. White people. It's not a problem. Like when y'all remember when what they just had like an epidemic. They just reached a drug epidemic. It wasn't fentanyl. It was it was an epidemic or something like 2 or 3. It was just before the pandemic. It hit the white community, and they immediately opened rehab centers.
Yeah,
they immediately open rehab centers, right? Oh my God, I can't. Somebody need to look that up. They're gonna bother me. They opened rehab centers immediately. I don't know, was it a heroin epidemic? Or was the kids sucking the damn stuff?
Tide Pods.
Was it that, right? No. It was something like that, but they, you know what I'm saying? I don't know too many black kids that suck.
No.
Freon and all the other kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? The guy from High Five died from something like that, but what's up?
Cousins got caught.
Huh? Your cousin got caught sucking out?
Yeah, I don't know. Just
oh, okay. He don't watch the show, do it? Or she don't watch the show? Like, you're wrong for that. I'm just playing, but
news of, like, if anybody know who this person is, I'm like,
oh my, he was on the news, embarrassing the family. But like, I mean, just all together, I know we get off subject because I want to make sure I focus on you, but like, let's just be honest. Black life don't matter to white people comfortability. I don't give a fuck if you're in the military, if you're in the civilian world. It don't. I done seen it on all platforms. You know what I'm saying? To a degree where it's just like, wow. This shit is really real, like, and then I think I sent Prezzie this. We was talking about. I know this is your thing. You like talk about stuff like this.
You know what?
Yeah, heroin and opioids.
Opioids.
Yeah.
You remember? So 2018, 2019, it just was tearing that community up.
Yeah.
And they built so many rehab centers around the world, and it was a state of emergency. Now when Reagan did it. You know what I'm saying? They locked everybody up. They was begging for the Democrats to do something about it.
Super predators.
They locked everybody up. And then Trump come along, reversed that and be like, everybody can vote. And then everybody voted for the niggas that locked them up. Am I wrong?
You're right.
So it's like what?
And I had this conversation the other day because somebody commented on one of my posts. I'm very active.
Yeah.
And so he was like, well, Biden this and Biden that and Biden. I said, look, I'm not saying I'm a Biden fan.
I'm not.
I'm not saying that, but it's definitely, it was a situation of the lesser of two evils. Now we're about to be right back in the same situation right now, and the difference in all of that is we've rigged the slate now, because at this point, if I don't know the exact number, but if you look up how many judges Trump has put into office during that 4 years, and basically, I mean, pushing from judges to state attorneys to I mean, anywhere I can put somebody, I'm putting somebody.
That's why
So not only put somebody, but people that cannot be elected, so they serve life terms.
Yes.
So no matter who comes in next, they have the override.
And the thing about it is, that's why his impeachment didn't work. That's why I'm telling people.
Yeah.
If Streetligion's in the office, and somebody gotta go face them, and I put them there, I'm gonna walk out clean.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
If they don't, I get them knocked off.
I do voter registration drives, right?
Yeah.
And I don't care whether you're gonna vote this way or this way.
Yeah.
Just be active.
Just be active.
And not only, and you would be surprised at how many people came out and was like, well, okay, I registered, I filled out the form. Now who do I vote for?
Yeah.
Now I could tell you who to vote for, but that kind of defeats the purpose.
People gotta understand it's not just during presidential
it's
elections.
not, yes.
You have to be doing it during,
the midterms.
In the midterms, for local, for every position, not just for the higher. You get to vote for judges. You can, deputies,
school
boards, sheriffs. These people are voted into position. There's the thing about it. Like believe it or not, the president election is not important to. No. A lot of people don't understand that. You don't know how to vote for. If you got to put the right people in the state to be the voice for you.
Because you're voting towards the electoral college.
Exactly.
They're making the final vote on that.
I explained it to my homeboy like this. I said, look. He was like, I don't vote. Why do I need to vote for? I said, think of it like this. You live in a community of 500 people. One person says, you know what? I think that we should be able to paint our fences green. Okay, they put that to an election. Out of the 500 people in your neighborhood, 50 of them go vote. Out of the 50, 10 of them vote against. We shouldn't be able to paint our fences green. So out of 500 people, 40 people decided for y'all that everybody should be able to paint their fences green. I said, that's why you need to vote. And that's at a community level. Now, you think of it on a grander scale where you're talking about statewide or nationwide. That's when you get to situations like abortion,
but we already
stop
know
and frisk, all of that.
But we already know what abortion's about. Let's just be honest. I mean, most people don't want to say it when it comes to the Roe versus Wade thing. But I'm sorry, white ladies, y'all the reason why that happened, because of the fact y'all lead in abortions, and white men ain't with that shit. Like, we ain't finna be out here no goddamn minorities. We finna put this to a stop.
The problem you're gonna have with that though. Okay, we're trying to do population control. Right?
Of course. They already got a new pandemic that China discovered again.
Yeah, it's like 30-something people died already.
And then might gonna be the next global thing. Like, it ain't even finished with this one. They looked up like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Population control.
Yes.
But, part of what they're not factoring in is a lot of your population is starting to look a little lighter.
A lot of mixing going on.
But, I mean, of course.
And when you come down to I-9s and those federal forms that you have to fill out and pick your race, then what a lot of people don't know is, say for instance you say, I don't want to disclose my race. Somebody from from the company has to come behind and kind of look and be like, okay, in some situation, they can come behind and look and say, I think this person is this.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes, it has to be completed.
Mm-hmm.
We're speaking of that. Even doing the census is important.
Yes.
Yes.
Like people be like, oh, I'm not answering that. I'm not. No, that is really important to be so they can calculate. One, they calculate how many representatives you're going to get when it comes to the House of Representatives.
Yep.
Two, it gives you the population overall. So it is important, things like that, to make sure you're.
Because I had to perform at a census thing to bring in knowledge. They were surprised how much knowledge I had with it. Because I'm gonna read the comments. Shouts out to Jamil, my old squad leader, Christopher Shaw, as well. So everybody's rocking. But I want to say this: if you look at history, for the people that don't know, and I'm not telling you who to vote for or what party, whatever, but I'm just giving you historical facts that is written. It was the Republicans that freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln was Republican. People don't know that.
Yeah.
Whatever the party, whatever the situation it may be, on paper, Republicans get credit for that. Democrats voted against it. Mm-hmm. To get rid of the right for votes to black. Votes to black. Blacks to vote.
Right.
Democrat voted against that all the way up till 1964. Well, look, I'm just giving you dates and time. I'm just listening. I'm just saying. You know, now you want to correct me on any dates and time.
No, you're right.
Okay, it was one more that the Democrats, I think it was women's rights to vote. Democrats, they voted against that. But black families, because I've been black for 38 years. I know. I can't speak on white families and Latino families, but I know black families pass down religion and Democrats like it's generational wealth.
Yes.
And not teaching the kids that Democrats always been against blacks from the jump. And that's what the Civil War was about, because Brooklyn, New York, and other people was making Wall Street by marching blacks down Wall Street, and they was the first stop. The political party up in New York and the East Coast was like, y'all, the South need to stop doing this, because y'all pretty much making more money off them than we are, and we don't stand for that. The South was like, man, fuck you. Y'all doing what we doing. You just looking, you know, y'all in front of the camera talking that talk.
Right.
You know what? Say it with your chest.
Closed doors.
You know, but behind closed doors, y'all giving them the Thomas Jefferson treatment.
Yeah.
You fighting against slavery, but you raping a black woman in there.
Oh, yeah.
You doing everything behind, but in front of the camera, you Bojangles, you know what I'm saying? The South was like, yo, man, that's effed up that y'all got everybody thinking we the bad people and y'all really making the bag off slaves.
Yep.
So that's what the Civil War was really about. It ain't had nothing to do with, I'm like, we're going to fight against your hypocrisy. But during this whole time, Democrats were just not fucking with slaves. They was like, no. Like,
They didn't care.
They never cared. You see, when Reagan was looking for a reason to go overseas and fuck with those people, he had the CIA to buy the cocaine and flood the community.
Yes.
They just made Ricky Ross a scapegoat. Not who. To my small Ricky Ross. So we're talking about the real Ricky Ross Freeway.
Take somebody's name. Why they locked up, dude? Like,
really? But I'm just giving you the rundown. Go ahead, OG.
Realistically,
go ahead, OG.
Think about it like this. You look at, and I'm gonna steal a quote from Made in America.
Yeah, go ahead.
Bloods and Crips. The dude said, you look at all of the gang members that's been killed in LA over time. Mm-hmm. Same thing is happening in Chicago. You look at those numbers, and then you look at what we've invaded other countries for. Mm-hmm. We've invaded other countries for less than that. Mm-hmm. Imagine if Saddam Hussein, back when y'all was over there, because I didn't go, was doing similar stuff to that, and that was one of the reasons why.
Well, the thing with Saddam, it's a two-part thing. One, Bush was like, yo, you tried to kill my daddy. Mm-hmm. Now I'm in power, I'm going to mop you. But then the second thing is, you knew about the weapons of mass destruction because Saddam had your receipt in his pocket. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so a lot of that stuff goes on with when you're dealing with those type of things. So a bigger war. And a lot of times that's why they get us young, fresh out of high school or whatever when we over there, because we really, a lot of... So, Look, you know what I'm saying? So I'm giving y'all game for real though.
There's a reason why recruiters target the areas where
they target. Thank you.
You know, and I'm the biggest patriot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm for we need a military. It's a necessary thing. Military is not the career that it was when my father went in.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's unfortunate. I don't know if you guys. I'll give y'all a plug.
Okay, go ahead. Go do your thing.
Like especially for daughters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what is Lavina Johnson? Is it Johnson? The one that was killed and raped in Iraq?
Oh yeah.
Was it Johnson or Jackson?
I think it was Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there's a documentary called The Invisible War.
Mm-hmm.
And The Invisible War covers all of the rapes and sexual assaults occurring against females in the military.
It's a big thing.
It's definitely one of the most, I'd say, underreported crimes in the military.
Because I'll tell you what. Let me read some comments. We're gonna go on break and then we're gonna pick up with that.
Right.
For a while, I'm gonna need you to scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down.
Oh, that's
Scroll up, you get on my nerves. Go up. I need you to go up and see what we got. For a while, it's struggling back there. Okay. Okay, to start right there, the opium epidemic, yes. What's up, brother? What's the topic on, guys? We hitting all of tonight. I got one of my favorite debaters and opinionators in the building. Let's go down. DLUX, Chucks and Pearls. Go home see Chucks and Pearls, ugly, bright ass, make me sick. She ain't did or said shit since she got in office. Because Chucks and Pearls, during the 94 Act, was the one that was locking everybody up, along with Joe Biden, who called us jungle monkeys. You know what I'm saying? They forget about that part. So now, if you pay attention, they have slid that act back into office, trying to get that back, to bring that back. So once again, Democrats locked them up. Republicans came back behind them and gave everybody the right to vote. People got back out because black people don't understand the Democratic Party and voted for the people that locked all your granddads up. Right? And then we don't even want to talk about the Obama era. You know what I'm saying? The Obama era, most of the big highlight names that died under by police or by citizens happened under Obama. From Trayvon Martin all the way up to, everybody except George Floyd.
Yeah.
Died up under Obama administration. He never said anything, but he addressed the alphabet community, all due respectfully. But I do understand as a man, when the check is big enough, you're going to address the biggest issue, the biggest check. So we have to get our money in order and be able to write our checks for them to address minority problems are not the same as African American problems. Let me say that. So I am a firm believer in don't vote for parties for what's best for your family. Fact. I'm done voting. They put who they want in there. Not necessarily. You got to vote locally for that to impact. So get that judge out of office. Get that sheriff out of office. Get that fucking city council, that commissioner out of there.
What county was it? Harris County.
Harris County
had all those black female judges.
Yep.
That didn't happen. That didn't happen by itself.
No, it didn't.
You know.
Yeah, so think about that. The Tulsa massacre, bro. You're right.
Yes.
The Tulsa, and that's the thing about. And here we go, Chris. That's my. Chris never. I don't think Chris dated us. He don't date in his race anyway. But he know where I stand with certain things, right? So I say this to say this: politicians, mainly white men, don't call domestic terrorism when it happened because they birthed that.
Yes.
You use the Air Force to bomb a well-growing society. That's why I say people praise Martin Luther King, but desegregation hurt the black community. And it stifled us, and it's still stifling us to this day. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, Martin Luther King, yes, he did a lot of good things. And I don't care about what he have done outside of, his marriage or whatever.
Right.
We know the scandals. But overall, Martin Luther King is the epitome of, once you got a line, we're going to do this. When this is not right, we're going to do this. Martin Luther King preached acceptance so much that it became a cancer in our culture for generations and generations and generations. Look at us now. We wear people names and brands on us all the time. Fendi, Gucci, Lambo, all these are last names. You know what I'm saying? That hurted us. So when you're striving as a community, the government, you know what I'm saying?
That's what set you back.
Go ahead.
I gotta set you back.
Go ahead.
Well, that's what's happening. You know, we can't let you get too far ahead.
Yeah.
You know, and you know it's unfortunate, but you know that's what's happening.
And we let it happen because we kill among each other.
Yeah.
But I hate how politics classify the votes. Black votes, Latino votes, women votes, white elephant, old men, suburban votes. Like, why can't you just earn the vote? That's a good question. You probably can answer that. I'm going to see PSA Joe Blow will not be forgiving student loan debts. You're right. It was the most unreported, but rape is priority now. He's still in the military, so he knows that. So he would know. But that's when they bring in the sharp, equal opportunity, EO. Right. They started spending more money on those type of classes. That's because civilians got involved too. Right. Y'all know, if you know anything about the military, it's his own world. But when civilians and the people get involved,
right.
You for whatever reason,
it's a different ball game.
It's a different ball game. So check this out, man. We're gonna take a commercial break real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm Legacy City.
I'm Prezzie Montsho.
You know what I'm saying? We got our special guest DLUX. You know what I'm saying, in the building as well. We're gonna continue talking about these topics because I feel like you've been waiting to get this off your chest on this show. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be back after these messages. Boom, boom.
Inc., the premier fiberglass fabricator based out of San Antonio, specializing in custom door panels, custom trunks, dash restores, and the custom consoles, and much, much more. 210-291-2681.
The Streetligion Nation Radio. I'm your host, Legacy City.
I am your host, Prezzie Montsho.
And we have a special guest in the building, you know what I'm saying? President of the Ntokturnal Car Club of San Antonio, my homeboy, my OG, you know what I'm saying? Mr. DLUX himself, a.k.a. What's your slogan? We do it for fun? We do it because we can?
I do this shit for fun.
I do this shit for fun. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What's up, Prezzie?
So, you keep saying OG. How do I get to OG? I'm just wondering, like...
Yeah, old girl.
I'm just saying, because this is a second guess. Like, when people come on, you automatically like, oh, that's my OG. Like, how do I?
Because we've been knowing each other for 12 years.
How do I?
She said...
How do I get that
What's up, Roscoe?
Okay.
I said Roscoe. Sorry, that's Lady Rose. Sorry. What's up, Lady Rose?
So how do I?
You're quite sure you're OG to somebody that's in their 20s and 19s?
No. So that's why I gotta know somebody younger to be.
Nah, like.
He that much older than you.
I'm not putting his age out there.
So no.
How old you, DLUX?
45.
See, so no.
Yeah. He almost half a century.
So since we discussed voting, we need to vote something else.
Like
as
what?
far as when you could be classified as OG, because it shouldn't have to be somebody. No.
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe his body of work.
Boom.
Okay.
His body of work.
I got bodies.
Whoa. You learn something new about somebody every day. Disgusting.
I ain't say those kind of bodies. You don't know what I do.
Who said a body of work? Do you know what I do?
Okay. Are you sitting here trying to classify me?
I'm not trying to classify you as a whore.
I didn't say whore.
What you say?
I said hoe.
Oh, whores get paid, huh?
Probably. Clearly, I ain't.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, we need to look at that as a community.
It's body of
That's
work
not
though.
fair.
Like, look at my body of work. Like, I mean, if you look
So you
on.
trying to say I don't have a body of work?
No, I'm not saying
What you
that.
trying
But
to
if
say?
he said it was a body of work that makes people OG. The
Okay.
stripes they earned.
I earned a lot of stripes. I'm like a flag. Stripes. Stripe down. Horizontal, vertical. Flat up in it.
My niece in her phone has my name listed as triple OGTT.
See, how she get to OG and I ain't get. Okay.
Well, because her niece did that.
Okay. This is a mess.
It's like anointed.
It's anointed to you, like,
Yeah.
like I haven't been
Like,
called.
I can't claim myself as an OG.
She said, "I am."
Maybe if you spoke your title into existence, like I'm about to
Gotcha.
do.
You know, I've been
This
called
is your host, OG.
OG Prezzie Montsho. Hey,
You
Just
doing
like,
that?
what? Let's see your Chuck. Let's see your shoe real quick.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you got the Streetligion. Okay, showing off the Streetligion. I see there's an ankle bracelet glistening on your ankle like that.
That's what I do.
Okay. Let's see the Chuck
Where?
next to the candy.
I just see thighs.
Oh God, I'm fighting her, bro. Let's see.
I
Yeah,
don't know where the camera is.
it's right there. She just, she get on my nerves.
Can
Yeah.
you see him? It has to be up close, so I gotta zoom in.
Hey, I think it's okay. It's all right.
These are my shoes.
Yeah, these. Let me see.
They're hot.
Look at your own.
Damn. Appreciate it, OG.
Branded.
Thank you.
You know what I'm
Okay.
Done branded.
You know they branded. You know what I'm saying? The Streetligion shoe, Chucks. You know what I'm saying? Boom. There you go. So we was talking about voting. We was talking about like why is, and that's a good question. Why does color matter? Colored. Why do colors matter when you are voting? Like the black vote, the white vote, the Hispanic vote. Anybody answer that question besides me? Or their opinion of my thought may be wrong too. So
What's your thought?
Let me tell you. I'll tell you why. Well, one example of the black vote mattering.
Okay.
In this past election, where they say the women push Biden and
Ms. Harris.
yes over the top, because in that area of
Hold on, I gotta do this real quick. Just get the candy out the bag. Go ahead, DLUX. It was an
in
opportunity.
that area of your region of the country,
Yeah.
they're more concentrated. Not only are they more concentrated, the voting districts are more represented by that race there.
Okay.
So this is when you're going into redistricting, where it goes to who you vote into office for your local state representatives, because they're the ones who get the vote on the voting maps.
Okay.
So if the three of us represent one district, our vote is stronger than if they split our district right here and add 2 white people with you, right here add 2 white people with me, and then add 2 white people with her. Then we have no power.
Oh, wow.
But if the three of us are in one district, we got a lot more power. That's why you see so much in the news about redrawing the voting maps in North Carolina, which was voted unconstitutional, and they have to redo it.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important to vote for your state elections just as much as the presidential election.
But like, I think, like, even when you vote for, me personally, I think, and just to show, I believe if they take, let's just say, I don't want to say the power, but the authority for us to vote for the president. Mm-hmm. If they take the power from us to vote for the president and just make us vote for the people in our state, then people will understand why it's important to vote right for your state. Because now you see, you ain't want that person in office, but your state voted that person in office.
Right. Yeah, like the electoral. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think if they take the president and vote the vote from us for the president, because that's just to me that's just a morale thing.
Yes.
My personal vote for the president doesn't matter, because my vote for the state and the people that are supposed to represent me is more important than who I voted for in office, because they speak for us.
And part of that is why, like, you're right. Obama didn't do nowhere near as much as he could, or say as much as he could. Case in point, Kamala Harris. I mean, when have we really heard a speech or her say anything substantial about things that are affecting any community?
Nothing, because of the fact, like, once again, the Democrats are smart now. They know, like, all right, we got a black president.
Token.
Exactly. We need a token to put over. So a black man that made president, a black first lady that made president. Let's make a black vice president. So it's calculated. But at the same time, let's get a person who don't really care too much for her race. You know what I'm saying? Along with that, we can't have you full black.
Right.
Your husband white. You know what I'm saying? So we still got and people may say that's a racist thing, but it's not. The woman the last black judge that's got put in, the black woman, her husband white. And I always ask the question, these black women would not be in the office if they had black husbands. I really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And so, it plays a role. Power, position equals influence. You can be broke, right? Mm-hmm. But if you got power and influence, you can shake some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how I feel about it, And like you said, it's a lot of mixture of cultures going on. They force it on TV now. They force it every which way. I just watched for the first time, I was with A Wrinkle in Time. You know what I'm saying? It just happened to come on. And I'm like, the dad is white and the mom is black, right? But the little girl looked Asian, and she had an Asian brother. That's the thing with Oprah in there, right? There's the movie with Oprah in there called Wrinkle in Time. And I was just looking at it, because I'm in film school, so I'm looking at different things and how they settle messages and stuff in there. So if it ain't the one thing they pushing, it's the other thing they're going to push. And if you know what I'm saying? So within that, and so we have to be careful in understanding why voting is voting, and why what's important. It's not about the president. It's about your state.
Yeah.
Your representative of your state. You feel where I'm coming from? So that just, Prezzie, what you got to say about that? You be into that stuff all the time.
No, I agree. Like I said, everyone's more concentrated every 4 years when it comes to your national voting, but people don't look at state and even local and the communities. Like, when it comes to school board, you can even, when it comes to HOA, what happens in your neighborhood, go to that and vote. When they hold elections for the HOA president and stuff like that.
Me being in education.
Different. You are a school teacher, right?
I work in a behavior room at a local school. And one of the things that people don't realize, especially with CRT and I'll give you an example. Mm-hmm. Texas TEA just passed some changes to curriculum, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
and it removed a lot of content that pertained to
Black history.
people that look like us.
Didn't you talk about that? We talked about how Texas is taking. I think I made it. They end up passing that. That passed.
Yeah. That's moving.
See,
Those,
those
look,
people's radar.
school is starting. Those changes are in effect.
Wow. So, oh my God. So here we go. So, are they going? I guarantee they still going to teach about the Holocaust.
Yeah.
They still going to teach about the Holocaust. And I done seen where people have written up in the history books that slavery was a choice. They volunteered to be enslaved. Like, who volunteers to be enslaved? When you think about the term, I know people.
A certain rapper perpetuated that myth.
Well, not Kanye. No, this way before Kanye.
I know, but I'm saying
but
perpetuated it after.
You know, but okay, I'm when it comes to Kanye West, I think the point was missed on it. I don't think he was talking slavery as we think of it. It's just me. As what we think about it, right? They cut a lot of the context of branding, in music industry.
Words mean something.
Okay.
So let me tell you this: when you have such a powerful influence,
I stand corrected. You're right.
when you have such a powerful influence, you have to be able to speak to the most intellectual people
down to the
lowest people.
Yeah.
And which ones are the most dangerous sometimes?
The lowest.
Yes. What?
Yeah.
Case in point, Trump, January 6th, same situation.
Yeah, but Trump proves that. For one, Trump proved that it's okay to be an open racist in America. That's one.
Oh yeah.
Trump also proved that dollar is a dollar over humanity any day. That's two. You know what I'm saying? And third, Donald Trump also proved that if we was to do a QR, because storming the Capitol is domestic terrorism.
Yes.
Domestic terrorism coming from us would not be penalized as harshly as domestic terrorism. Or shit, if it was, I said that wrong, because domestic terrorism on Black and Latino, you won't get punished.
We can pivot to January 6th.
Yeah, you can't go.
Check this out. Being stationed up there and former law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at this on a grand scale. Think of how many law enforcement agencies are in the
DC area
alone. We're talking about, okay, so I'll give you an example. Library of Congress. Yep. That's a law enforcement agency.
Yes, it is.
Secret Service, FBI, CIA. This is not even getting to the military bases that are there.
Yeah.
None of these entities responded.
None.
Now,
don't they remind you of 9/11? Never mind. Okay.
For that to happen on that scale is almost a unilateral stand down.
Of course.
For nobody to budge, like
even when they stormed,
you seen this?
Yeah.
Like you see we okay. That's what it in my opinion.
Man, that's how, bro. That was an example of white privilege, right? And the thing about and that was just be honest, that was an example of white privilege.
Oh, definitely.
On many levels, society, a social scale, you know,
or the benefits of the doubt that were granted to. You cannot tell me look what happened on to them people who were gassed on the backside of the White House.
Yeah.
So you can't tell me that if the people rushing up to the little gates outside look like you and me, that it would have been a lot more bullets fired.
Oh, it would have been picked off. We know that. And man, like it's across the spectrum. I know everybody is gearing up for football season.
Yes.
And you know, if anybody followed me for the last decade, I don't fuck with football, no shape, form, or fashion, right? And just throughout the years, and first of all, let me just say this as a disclaimer: sexual misconduct is a no-go, and it's a no tolerance with me. I don't care what color you are.
Yes.
But however, Ben Roethlisberger wasn't punished.
Look,
Brett Favre wasn't punished, and he had dick pics in the cheerleader phone during the season. You know, you know what I'm saying? So
did you see Brett Favre? I mean, Brett Favre, Ben Roethlisberger's comments on Deshaun Watson.
I posted it. Did you see it on my page?
No, I didn't. See
I posted. I was like, I know damn well.
Oh yeah. You said you need to read the room. You gonna have to sit this one out. Ben, this is not for you. Somebody should have caught Ben before he did that and was like, hey.
Hey, bro. What? You went down to Atlanta and cut up twice at the same fucking college.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you in here speaking. You know, like that. Michael Vick used to be my favorite player until he commented on Kaepernick. He was like, Kaepernick should cut his hair or something like that. They'll accept him. I'm like, Michael Vick, are you out your effing mind? Michael Vick, the reason why I stopped watching football when he went to jail about those dogs, because that's around the same time. Like, even before then, Brett Favre got in trouble. Stuff ain't happened to him. I was just like, major shit.
I mean, there's a lot of hypocrisy. And
black athletes get it the worst.
Yes.
I don't care how great you are. They still remind you that you are still that nigger to them. Shut up and dribble.
Look what just happened with Terrell.
What happened with Terrell?
With the white lady.
Yes.
And she's like, you're a black man approaching a white woman.
Yeah.
So
he was in his own neighborhood, right?
Yes.
She knew who he was.
Yep.
And he was recording, and then she started crying like, he's live recording me.
But that's the privilege they have. That's why I can't wait for this Emmett Till movie to come out. Because it's gonna.
Did you see they decided not to charge her?
Yeah, they decided.
Mississippi grand jury.
Because all her homeboys and people.
I posted again. I posted on that when they announced that they weren't going to charge, because I went back and did the research, and I looked at the Holocaust scars.
Yeah.
There's been at least four in this country, 80 years or above, that have been charged.
Because you know why? The Jewish don't play that shit. They came back and buy shit they own. Bro, the Jewish rule the world. You see, I'm giving an example on a small scale. Nick Cannon made that comment about Jewish people. Now that one of the favorite stars on this show is what? Jewish. And he wears his little yarmulke on his head. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you say you stand for this. So you got this is the thing about us as black people, man. Like when we make these type of comments and different things of that nature, you have to be prepared to lose whatever you're gonna lose, but that's what happens when we don't have our own. You feel where I'm coming from? So they have their ways of doing certain things. I'm gonna read this real quick. Oh, she wears them pearls and them ugly ass chucks. Hell no, she wouldn't be in the office if Uncle Leroy was her husband. No, I don't think so.
No.
These white people trying to destroy us and our history. Next thing you know, they gonna be saying Tupac was white. Well, they already said King Tut and his mom white. I'm like, that lady did not look like King Tut. They don't got even.
I mean, look at Cleopatra. They play her white all the time.
Cleopatra was a black 16-year-old girl.
But every movie,
she's white. But we don't control our narratives, man. So I mean, it's just so unfair. And I was just having this discussion with one of my homeboys today, man. He pissed me off. And I'm cool. I was cool with him then, but it's the comment he said that triggered me. If the black girl don't treat me right, I'm going to the white, or I'm going to me a Mexican. And if you know me, you can't talk like that around me. Firstly, like I said, I can clear it up once again. I don't care if you date outside your race. It's that's what you prefer. Mm-hmm. That's what you prefer. But don't be like black girls. The reason why, Denigration? What's that?
Denigrating the black female.
Denigration. Oh, dang. I never put them two together. Duh. Had a moment. I need some yike. I'm just playing. Oh, what's up, Miss Turner? Haven't seen you in forever. Wow. Hey, how you doing? That's like my second mom right there. My real second mom, like when I was in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Twan, like Sheraton, what's up, her family. But don't use the black girl roll her neck, the black woman got an attitude as a reason to go get you a white girl.
Right.
If you like that, just go do it.
Or if that's your preference or whatever. Because you probably know my wife is white, but we didn't get together because she was white.
Yeah.
We got together because that was my best friend, and our relationship grew from there, and we got together.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't I don't talk to black girls, or a black girl did this to me, so now that's not the case. And so I that's why I say, the denigration of black women. And
I think that's so unfair. Or with black men, like, if the black man don't do me right, this and that, I'm going to the white man. They do this and do that. I'm like, don't blame it on black men. Mm-hmm. You want to go try Team Pink Meat? Go do you.
Because arguably that discussion was one-sided up until recently, where it kind of began to even out. Whereas black men can get it just as much as black women can get it.
Well, I still think it's a bias where is black men get rich and they leave to another culture, and then but black women get rich and leave, or whatever the case. Serena, the biggest black athlete in the world. And Eve, one of the biggest rappers in the world, got white men. They don't get crucified about it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Also because of how they got, how they got it from black men. So people were like, yes, go do that. Because you got to think, how long were they calling Serena a man for? They called her a man for the longest. Her and Venus, they were calling a man for the longest. Yeah. So, of course, like, people like, yes, I'm glad you found somebody to do this. And it's like, no, it's just that person, not that race.
But when you say they, who were calling them that? You see what I'm saying? Control.
Yeah.
Who controlling the narrative though? Like if you go look at those articles and those, they probably said black men said that. Right.
No, I'm saying in the comments, like if you go to different posts before Serena, before she got thicker and stuff like that. If you go look at the posts, it was black men coming at them, calling them men and stuff. And when she started messing with Drake, like, oh, he know that's a man, don't he?
I personally haven't seen those, but it is a document. You're saying comments, right? But Serena also had a hit in her career when she got in that magazine talking down on black men. People forget about that part, and it was a black man, your father, who got you in a position and made sacrifice for you. If you dating no good, and that goes to show, I don't care how rich you are, you dating no good niggas. No good black men. That's on you.
There's
money only gets you rich. No good niggas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't even do that. But they're not crucifying for that. So if a black woman destroys a black man, and he felt that throughout his whole. I got a homeboy, KK, who I'm talking about, but he talked about his complex being during the era when black dark skinned men get just talked about.
Yeah.
And so now black women that he's successful and making his money in a different tax bracket and he prefers a certain race, there's a problem. Right? So if they killed that man's self-esteem and a white woman did that, then can you be mad? I ain't tripping about it unless you get to tripping on, oh, I don't stun a black woman, boom, boom, boom. Right. It's different than I ain't stun a black woman because they got attitude, they got this, versus black women caused me to have trauma that led me to this.
Right.
But even then, it's like people gotta stop thinking as the whole race.
Right. You're generalizing.
But that's what I just said.
It was him. Like that be getting me mad. Like when people be online, like, oh, black men ain't this. No, the ones you talk to,
right.
The ones you associate with.
But I just said that about Serena. You said it was black man in comments.
I'm saying that's why black females. You said when females were saying, oh, go get that. I'm like, that's why black females were saying that, because these were the comments that was coming. So they were like, oh, well, you deserve it. It's like, no, you just found someone, no matter their race, that did that.
There is a double standard.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you look at it from this perspective. You look at the black athlete.
Mm-hmm.
What's the number one problem that people have when these black athletes
get white girls?
They get white girls. And who are their number one critics?
Black women.
Now, flip side, when you have successful black women that go out and get a white dude or Hispanic or whatever, the criticism doesn't come with the same ferocity.
They don't. Like Octavia Spencer, white husband. She the actress.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, she made me so badly. But she don't get that. She's one of the prolific actresses.
Mm-hmm. But they got like Angela Bassett. She has a black husband. Like,
she does.
Exactly. Like I'm like I don't get it.
But the thing about Angela and her black husband, though, even with black couples, they are still introduced as entity. Courtney Vaughn and Angela Bassett, right? They never introduced as an entity. Jay-Z and Beyonce just became one entity. They always introduced them as separate entities. They be like, then that power couple. You know what I'm saying? But for his marketing and putting everything out there, it's controlling the narrative. But at the end of the day, like Eve ain't get crucified for marrying a white woman. Married a white man. And he ain't a white boy that grew up with black,
right.
in the black neighborhood. He
like,
white.
Like, yeah.
You know, like he, you know what I mean?
He don't have the flavor.
Yeah, he ain't nothing. It ain't like he ain't trying to put on. He not saying he's supposed
He's not Gary
to.
Owen.
Yeah, he's not Gary Owen. You know what I'm saying? But like
that's a whole.
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying though?
Yes.
He ain't. That's what I'm saying. So they ain't getting that crucifix. Oh, the baby gonna have good hair and shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it ain't. The crucifixion is different. Okay,
It is.
whatever. It's different. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't have the same ferocity.
So like, how is his comedy now since he's no longer?
He better not make no black woman joke. I know
All
that.
right, he's not with his black wife no more. So how's
He better not make no.
Why did they split up?
He cheated, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
that's
cheated,
what
right?
Yeah. And it's someone reality show, whatever like that. So he was out there, and then of course, like he's like, oh, she's crazy. But I'm like, for the longest, like,
who taught him that though? Who taught Gary Owens that? The black woman to be crazy. That's your excuse.
And of course, like he was embraced. The community loved him. He was invited to this cookout and all of this stuff. But now he's no longer with this woman. A lot of his stand up was his wife, her family, his kids.
His legit. He used the
He used the black culture, just like Miley Cyrus did,
to legitimize himself.
And just like Miley Cyrus did. And so like the younger generation don't understand, like when it comes to certain things, like when they accept certain things. If you're a black kid and you hang out with Mexicans, right? They should be calling you nigga. Yeah. You that's one. If you know what I'm saying? So I can go down a list of a lot of shit.
I'm gonna speak on something.
Go ahead. Let's talk about
it. And we'll talk about nigga. So one of the things that we had a situation in my club, or not my club, but in the San Antonio chapter, in reference to somebody using that phrase, and I had to educate and speak on it as to there's a difference between what's up, my nigga, and
y'all saw that,
you punk ass nigga.
He gonna die. He can make it to school tomorrow.
There's a difference between the two, and you have the different factions who say you shouldn't be saying nigga at all, whatever. But the problem is when you're Hispanic or you're white and you're saying it. Not that a term of endearment is cool. Some people accept it, some don't.
I don't play that shit.
But when you use it in a derogatory fashion, now you've placed yourself in a certain situation. And when you're speaking to a black person and you use tone, inflection, and all of that, and then say that word, now you got a problem.
You got a problem.
And people often don't understand that.
Yeah, I gotta ask you a question because I'm gonna change this real quick. Man, Quasi said something. Shout out to Ray Sorrell, Quasi, Keys, for having the upstage comedy show. They had the church announcement. Quasi made a joke about dating a younger woman, right? And and he was talking about communication and the different point of views of different things. I think a lot of times young men and young women don't know the value and the importance of respecting a relationship with somebody that may be older and that's living that has lived. So I got my road manager's like, he don't think a young woman should be with an older man. or whatnot, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because I just like, and it's just my opinion. Y'all can jump in at any time. And now I don't think this is a double standard. I just feel like I don't think an older man can teach a young woman how to be a woman. He can give a young woman his preference of a woman. Like I don't think a woman in a relationship can teach a man how to be a man. She can just teach him the preference that she wants or desires. And it's up to that person to understand the values of relationship. And it's how you teach and how you show them. Then you can put the ball in their court to be like, okay, now you know better. Boom, right. Boom, boom. Or you get
like
what I'm
training.
Saying? Is it training?
I mean,
is it training though?
When you're talking about, well, it definitely is when you're talking about that age, depending on the age gap. But you're taking this younger person and molding them into what you want them to be. That's what you're describing. Mm-hmm.
Well, but is that wrong? Is that wrong?
It depends on. It depends. It doesn't depend on the gap. It depends on the youngest age. So, you know, a 39-year-old and a 22-year-old is completely different than a 49-year-old and a 32-year-old. You know, because even though it's the same gap, you're talking about, you know,
more life experience. Well, this is the thing with that. Like, I do think when I say I think it's wrong to try to mold somebody into what you think a perfect woman is, right? Because I don't think it's wrong, or a perfect man. I'm keeping it both sides, right? I don't think it's wrong. I give an example, right? So like let's see. Like they say, you shouldn't bring something from your past into your future, right?
Right.
You shouldn't be friends with an ex or whatever, right? So just say like you need to bring up a bracelet or a necklace or a watch that a person brought for you into your new situation, or you shouldn't be friends. You're not molding to somebody. You just let me help you understand why this is like this. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Not saying, because they can be like, fuck that, I'm going to keep whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, molding somebody is like, when you get home, this is what I'm grooming you to do. Cook this, do this, and do that. I think that's more molding than being like, this is why I feel this is wrong. But you know what I'm saying? Or this, you disagree?
That applies to all relationships, regardless of age. So, regardless if they're the same age or whatever, what you said applies. But, you know, when you're talking about,
I think molding is just wrong.
This is the type of person. This is what I want. This is what I expect. You know,
that's molding, correct?
Yes.
And so that is wrong. But when you like, if something gonna cause a problem, like I think, let me ask you this: is that wrong, or is what's wrong is people aren't communicating that up front? Like when you meet somebody, is it wrong for you to say, "Look, this is what I expect out of a relationship," and then leave it up to that person to decide if they want to be a part of it or not? Yeah, I dig that. So I just feel like, okay, let's say young man, older woman, right? You can't expect a 21-year-old to be like, I'm gonna build you a house, I'm gonna do this and do that, when they trying to find themselves. When you already like, when you at a peak, or you at that peak where you should be stabling out, right? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, Michael A. Jackson? You know what I'm saying? That's big country, you know what I'm saying? Therapist as well. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's just wrong to put certain standards on a person. Like, you know, you're 21, you just got into the world. You meet this older woman. Now she wants you to have her house. She wants you to do this.
Let me ask you this.
She will mold you. Women can mold you a little better than men can. You know, they look at Prezzie like, I'm trying to get her to speak. Prezzie, I'm gonna take your candy. Talk to me.
Not even needing it. But so look at the whole situation with Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey. People like,
Oh, okay.
People like, oh, she messed up and, you know, she ain't going to find nobody. But it's like, okay, but you're wanting her to settle down at 25 with a 35-year-old man. Mm-hmm. When he was 25, y'all wasn't trying to tell him he needs to get married. He's not going to find nobody else. But you telling this girl, like, oh, this is it. You're not going to find no one. You being ran through, all this stuff because she doesn't want to settle down right now. So it's like, that's what happens when you have that older man, younger woman. You want her to be ready for the stuff that you're ready for. But when you were at that point in your life, you wasn't ready. Just like if you were a female, when you were at that point in your life, you wasn't ready, but you want this young man to be ready, what you're ready for. So that's what it comes in with the age. You need to find someone that's at the same point where you are, instead of trying to convince someone else, hey, this is better, you need to come this way. You might not be saying this is better, but it's like, oh, let me show you this. I can buy you this. I got you this house. Let's have kids. Let's have that. And now you got them stuck into this life that maybe that's not what they were meant for, but you're ready for it. So you want them to also be ready. And, you know, I've been through that, dating someone that was a lot older than me, because the people that were his age were already kind of set in how they were. They had their standards. I was a young woman. I didn't have any standards. I was new to the dating world. And he knew that. So it's like, okay.
It's like praying.
I feel like,
and then start with the molding, because these older women aren't cooking for you every day. But you're like, you know, I like a meal cooked every day. So now I'm cooking every day because I'm trying to be this person that you're wanting. But then I lost me because I didn't have that chance to mold into where I wanted to be, because I'm trying to be what you wanted, all because these women your age aren't giving you that. So they start to get someone else that hasn't had that life experience yet. And it's not saying, oh, I need you to do this. It's just simple things. Oh, you don't want to cater for me. You don't want to cook for me. You don't want to do this. You don't want to, you know, let's go out. Let's do a fancy dinner. And I'm like, oh, we doing fancy dinner. I'm paying for it. But, you know, it's like you're thinking this is like, wow, because they're not getting it from their age range.
So you think like, so now with that, that's fucking molding.
But I'm saying people don't do it as in I'm
no.
molding.
I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying that, but I'm not saying what you. I'm saying that is an example.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. People do it subtle.
They do it subtle. So real quick, the older lady put that mountain lion on you. It's a rap.
See, and that's the thing. Like, here's this young man, and you doing all this throwing, and because you at this point in your life where you like, oh, I'm ready for this. He didn't even get to live his life yet. Yeah. But now he's like, oh man, she do this to me. She do that to me. I'm staying here.
You know what I'm saying? He mixed out. So I just feel like you said, certain standards across relationships. I feel like when you dating a person that's younger, you have to be prepared at any time. If they're not like, just say you at that point, you put it out at front, and they on the ride, right? They on the ride with you. You have to be prepared when that person finally become their own.
To their own. Yeah.
And that time is boom. You know what I'm saying? It can't be, I done did this, I done did that, boom, boom, boom. It's like, it comes. It happens. Yeah. So those different things, but like the molding, I think is wrong. But I think when you're trying to, like you said, certain things in relationships are just life lessons beginning. But this generation see the world a lot different. You know what I'm saying? This generation see the world a lot different. You know what I'm saying? The value of oneself. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would have 1 million freaking links.
You know, one of being
I'm laughing at her. Go ahead.
Being in education, one of the things that, you know, at my previous school, I had a boys group, and one of the lessons that I had to teach them was, you know, with digital citizenship, you know, having to do with, you know, the epidemic of news. You know, it's so rampant right now in schools that, you know, the girls are just like, I got a car club. I'm not gonna say no names, but I got a friend in a car club that his son is 10 years old, and this girl that liked him in elementary school sent him a nude picture.
My God, you see how the dynamic in the world is at the fingertips, man, and it's crazy for that.
And we've gotten away with not just the girls, boys too, but explaining to the girls to put keep a value on yourself. Like this is sacred. You know, you don't be in such a rush to grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
You know, you there's time. You know, be a kid. You know, and also the same thing with boys, because boys don't realize, like, you know, you get this picture, and this girl done sent it to you, and then you showed it to your homeboy.
That's a federal offense.
That you just, you know, that's child pornography at that point.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, the girl that sent it, even though she sent the picture, is not getting charged.
Yeah, of course, a lot of people don't understand that's a serious crime, right?
But it always goes back to the especially in our community of preaching self-worth, affirmations, and all of this in our young women, because, you know, in television and music,
it's
everything, it's rushing it.
Yeah. And so you get, it's so much when that. I'm gonna say, people continue to say, this by Michael A. Jackson, people continue to say age doesn't matter. I understand that some individuals mature in different ways, but realistically, you have to be careful. What was great in the beginning can and will be detrimental in the end. That's why I say when a person, because this is what can happen. Oh yeah, I saw your hand. You want to say something?
Well, to add to that, we've been focusing on the younger ones.
Okay.
But, you know, you look at it on the flip side, when they're both getting older, and this older person is 60 some or in the 60s, and this person is in the 40s, you know, or you know, they're aging out of this this phase where, you know, you might have this person that wants to still do some things that this person
can't do,
physically can't do, you know.
Yeah. So it's a flip. I think, like, but like I said, as an older person, that's just something you gotta prepare for.
Yes.
And you can't control another person's coming in too. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just the way it is. But even like as an individual, man, you have to. You can't. You really can't. One, control a person. At the end, they gonna wake up. Some shape, form, or fashion, they gonna wake up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this generation is so different now. You know, they accept everything.
Yeah.
That I saw on the TikTok where that NBA YoungBoy, the rap lyrics was just crazy. He said something people hate because he be in his feelings. He ain't no longer dealing with women. He fucking these niggas. And
that's what people.
He
said,
said,
he said, I'm not dealing with these bees or effing with these dudes.
He meant
nobody.
Oh,
like,
okay. I was like, whoa.
Okay.
No.
So
he means like, I'm not being in a relationship. I'm not being friends. I'm done with everybody.
The rap lyrics, I'm glad you cleared it up. I saw that today. I was hurt.
No, it's just the way he rapped it.
Yeah.
He was like.
Yeah, so now I heard it on the way here, so I was like, I gotta go back and listen, because I'm usually listening to lyrics, right? And the guy made the TikTok, he was like, oh, he got me fucked up with this one. I can't, you know how people do.
But then, for him to be so young, he got so many kids.
But you see what I'm saying, though? He got so many kids, so many baby mamas, but God be the glory that he got a way that he's providing for them, you know?
Now, though, because look at Young Thug. He got all these kids, and them RICO charges, they just added some more charges onto him. So now he got kids that's going to be out here that's not going to, what?
Yeah, that's true.
So, you know?
So, yeah, that's tough. Excuse me, see, society has allowed us to be a immediate gratification,
That part, immediate gratification.
People.
That is,
Social media has given us access to things that our youngest shouldn't have access to.
Because, I mean, even, you know, that immediate gratification. If you, for instance, you know, you're in relationships, you're not getting that back from your partner, you could put a picture on social media immediately. People blowing your head up like, oh man, you just like, you know what? I ain't getting that. Exactly. I ain't getting that at home, but these people think I'm this, and this.
Thirst trapping.
And that's what it goes. It's that immediate thing. So it's like, you know what? Why am I over here dealing with this? When I got all of these people that want me, now it's like, oh, so now you kind of like, forget this and all that. But it's like, if whatever you're feeling, whatever about yourself, you get that immediate thing back to you. Now, of course, this is just social media, but people don't process it as just social media.
Social media is a different type of drug.
There's
no rehab for that yet. That's an epidemic that haven't been addressed.
Because look at when Instagram goes down, or when, you know, Twitter goes down, or Facebook go down. People about lose their mind.
Well, and that goes back to the whole the research that came out about the teen girls committing suicide because of Instagram. I think it was girls in the age range of 13 that the suicide rate jumps up, and I experienced it myself, not suicide per se, but my daughter, she's in 7th grade now, but at a point last year, this girl didn't like her. And what was her number one way to get back at her? Spamming her TikTok. Every time my daughter had a TikTok, and granted, I'm on her page and all of that, but she had like 1,000 followers. So what was the number one way to, bam, page deleted. TikTok don't ask no questions; they just delete it. Started another one, same thing, and it got to the point where she was just like, I just won't have one. And I'm like, I mean, now as a dad, I had to step in because this little girl,
like, yo, where your dad at? Tell him meet me outside. I'm gonna punish your father.
We almost went there because I had to
you're
tell
school
him.
teacher, so you gotta
I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful.
But
what I said
will punish your daddy. Like,
what I said was, you need to parent your daughter, or I'll come give you some lessons or something along those lines.
Yeah, he very, very articulate.
Yeah.
I had a situation with my daughter at school, right? I think somebody stole her bracelet or somebody hit her, and they was like, well, we're not able to disclose the student. I'm like, well, the student's cool.
Right. What's the daddy's name?
What's the daddy at?
What's the daddy's name?
Tell the daddy I'll be in the office this day, that way. And whatever happened, a matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? I'm about that.
Look,
you know what I'm saying? Because your kid.
I appreciate, I enjoy my job. I consider it, I consider it a duty because, there's so many kids out there that, don't have a parent, don't have a dad, don't have a mom. And so they don't get those life lessons at home. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I'm a dad first. And don't get it twisted. I'm fully confident in my ability to get another job if I'm put in a situation where we're gonna have to cross this bridge together.
Yeah. Cause that's the thing, and that's the reason why I ain't working for nobody. Everybody know me. I got a combat. I spent my whole life in combat. Combat medic when you met me when I was going through school. So DLUX was he met me when I was in 2010 when I first came through here. When I was coming through school, I never thought in 2010 that I'd be back here. Hold on one second. Prezzie, just get the candy out the bag.
Oh my gosh, you make it worse by calling attention to it.
No,
I'm over here minding my business.
And you ain't active in the show. Prezzie, look.
You talking out? You want me to interrupt?
Yeah, open the bag.
That's rude.
But no, he met me in 2010, and I was in medical school and stuff for that just before I went to El Paso. So I've known DLUX over 10 years.
With Mac.
Yeah, with my uncle, you know what I'm saying, Michael McMath, a.k.a. Aftermath, you know what I'm saying. So
we doing some business together right now, just throwing it out there.
Oh, yeah? Nobody told me? He be sneaking in out of San Antonio without talking to me? Uncle Matt, you watching this, it's up. You know what I'm saying? When I see you, it's up.
Imagine being left out of loops. That's crazy, huh? Wow. That's messed up. Dang. He did you like that. How'd that feel?
Huh?
Now imagine if you was
shooting
over.
Shots, ain't she?
Yeah, she be
and
getting
stuff. They leave you out of crazy.
Subliminal.
Yeah,
Man,
subliminal shots get you subliminally shot. If you
social
run,
media streets, it's crazy. Isn't it?
this ain't social media. They probably talked on the phone. So.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine if you did find out that way. That'd be crazy.
Oh, I don't know. Me, you ain't friends on Facebook because you got all my enemies and friends as your friend on Facebook. And look, she's trying. It's cool.
Okay.
It's cool though. You know what I'm saying? The double
proceed.
study. Yeah. So let me go and say, this tends to be the bad way. God, you make me sick. This tends to be the badge of honor when you have 10K individuals who are thirsty over a pit or a half-naked baby. You have to make logical choices and decisions that coincide with the character and integrity, both of which becomes lacking in this. Hey, can you? Oh, this ain't the touchscreen. I need to see more fourth wall.
Generation, we have dropped the ball and we have begun to change the narrative. Us as men have to take up the mantle as the patriarchal individuals Allah created us to be.
Yeah, okay.
Because it is a lot with character and integrity, and a lot of people are lacking that now. Like they don't have that same character that you come to expect of people to have.
Well, I think when it comes to like, once again, I can only speak on black people because I've been black for 38 years. Can't really talk about any other. Yeah.
I thought one of them years you.
No, you don't you play with me like that. I'll flip this table
that's
over.
What's up.
You know what I'm
Flip
saying?
it. I dare
You know what I'm saying? I snatched it. D, give me that candy.
Okay, see now you. We was cool with the table.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead,
So
make your point.
I just think as a black man, and I say alpha male black man, and there ain't nothing wrong with betas, because there's some people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's your personality, whatever. But when it comes to alpha male, right, that don't agree with certain things, it's a problem. It's masculine toxicity. What? Masculine toxic. What's it called? Toxicity. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to say like the mysticism. I say he said sissy on thing on that. You know how it go.
Yeah.
Prezzie, stop. Look.
Listen, if you go back and watch old '90s sitcoms, they just be.
Toxic masculinity.
Toxic masculinity. I said it backwards.
Yeah.
I said masculine toxicity. It's the same.
We knew what he meant.
It's
we
cool.
knew what you meant.
If I had some candy, I would have had it. Person never sure. But but this is. I hope he gets. But anyway, when a black man is a leader, you already see what Elegant Hooker said. Edgar said, he was like, these are the most dangerous people threat to America right now. You know what I'm saying? Our Fred Hamptons, our Malcolm X. He wasn't really worried about Martin. He wasn't really worried about Martin. He had him in the bag. But the people that can unify. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to those type of men and those things, and a lot of that, you're gonna have to. You will lose a lot. You will lose a lot standing up, being that man that Allah, Jesus, whoever created you to be. You know what I'm saying? God or whatever you want to say. God.
You got to be willing to.
I'm willing to die about that.
Yeah. You got to be willing to get in good trouble. That's what I
good
think
trouble.
Good trouble.
He said masculine toxic.
I think that's what that is. You know, you have to be able to distinguish what kind of stuff you willing to get in trouble for.
When it comes to that, like, when it comes to,
and I'm not talking about politics.
No, we ain't talking politics in general. Like, if it means that Melanie, Maya, Malachi can have a better future,
good trouble.
Good trouble. Like I said on that song, the lashes on my back endure that my child don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we got now where teachers are able, when you teaching your parent, if you at home teaching your kid love is female, male, right? You got teachers got the right to tell you no, that's not right against your parents' will.
Let me tell you. Let me interject something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, talk that.
Speaking of teachers, teachers have a responsibility to educate your children. Teachers aren't the sole one responsible for educating your children.
Of course they're not. A lot of teachers don't have backbones.
Well, and not only that, teachers are constrained to the curriculum. Now you have some that are bold enough to kind of step outside that line and step back. Yeah. But at the end of the day, as a parent, you have to educate yourself on the curriculum so that you can plug those gaps. Because Texas, Oklahoma, both, they removed stuff from the curriculum.
Oh, you know Oklahoma took the Tulsa bombing out their curriculum.
But they didn't pass a law that said it couldn't be taught. They just said it couldn't be taught in school. So as a parent, at this point, now it's your job to, one, educate yourself to plug those gaps, and two, vote so that you can get people in the office that's going to fill these things back into the curriculum.
I think, like, when it comes to, like, a lot of that, like you said, one, black parents who got to talk on the PTAs.
Yes. Yeah. I just signed up yesterday.
Yeah, so like I like Melanie School knows, like I don't say much, but I'm also known in the city. This is the thing about being known in the city, or known for is he don't work for nobody. He got his own thing. If we disrespect, he don't got nothing to lose when it comes to that kids, because I know even when I do like her arts and anybody know the history of my daughter and stuff, when I gotta do her arts and her MDAs and all these other acronyms, they will write up certain things to make your child feel like your child is a problem. I had the last art that I had with Melanie School, they was like, oh, your daughter's so perfect and boom, 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 woo, woo, woo.
The language.
But then on paper,
the language.
I'm like, oh, y'all thought I was a little stupid black kid from Georgia. So you're gonna put that on paper over a black child and send it up to your curriculum provider. I went the F off.
Let me tell y'all something real quick too, because I just had this discussion yesterday at work. What people don't understand is, especially in the special needs demographic, is there's so many free resources out there for us where people actually educate you on the exact things you're talking about. The ARDs, the IEPs, laws, special needs,
the SPED laws.
All of that stuff. Not to mention that on top of that, some of these organizations offer free advocates. So these people will go to your art with you and basically act as your representative.
And we had to learn. Like we had to get people there because, like with Melanie, God gave it to the right people because, like, if you're gonna disrespect my coolness and my calmness, then you got to deal with the wrath of a father.
Yes.
Right. So a lot of times, but I had to learn, like, even when I can't be the angry black man because even when I'm right, I'm still the angry. I'm like, I don't, it's record that he's 85-95% PTSD. Right. He hacked in the moment. It's like,
and
they'll credit you.
Yeah, exactly. So we had to go and get somebody to.
It's chess, not checkers, when it comes to situations like that.
And I had to learn, like, in the aspect of what Michael talking about, the black man need to do this, the black man need to do that, right? But I had to learn how to do that.
Yes.
Right? So I'm not like, like the new pastors, they scared to be black man, so they hide behind Jesus for everything. The police fill that man with bullets. Jesus is the answer. Oh, they're not doing this in our community. Jesus is the answer type order. Right. I'm a black man that like, no, fuck that. This is that.
Help Jesus out.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's just like, in no disrespect, but this is what I see. Even here in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? So I had to learn to play chess. Yes, I'm a strong black man. I know I get the barking, it intimidates, and I'm a threat. Now everything I done fought for is so it's like fuck.
Yeah.
Somebody snatch me up and fucking teach. You know what I'm saying? So even when sometimes when I talk to Prezzie, I'm like, yo, this motherfucker, boom, 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 boom. And she like, well, how did you react? Fuck you mean how I react? You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, she's in the corporate world and she run her thing. She's up there. She see how they play. So she got to get a game and bring it right back, right? And sometimes I don't like nobody, I ain't going to say taming me or put me in, but it's like, when like you said, I had to get a liaison to be like, yo.
Well, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's not saying that you can't handle your business. It's getting somebody that can handle your business better for you than you can.
Cause you'll fuck around and cause you'll lose every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? Hey, go up. I saw shouts out to Cheryl Meadows from KYSM Radio with D Major for all independent artists. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go check them out. Submit your stuff. Make sure you register. Just like Streetligion Nation Radio, they're gonna ask you for the same thing: EPK, MP3 radio edits, album cover, EPK. And stuff of that nature. Make sure you sign up to Sound Exchange, BDS Radio, and Media Base as well. Send it up. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out them from always supporting us. I'm so you to my.
She said American school don't educate, they indoctrinate.
Definitely. Let me go up to what Michael said. He said Cedric has has beat the statistical norm attributed to black men. And that you uplift your community, encourage you to be better, and put in the work. The brother sitting with you imposing the same verbiage is the way we change our community. Prezzie has amplified the ability to carry oneself in manner conducive to inherit greatness. I applaud the three of you for not only speaking to the truth, but doing the work. And I gotta give props to Prezzie have been keeping me in line for a long time. For just the business being the face, you can't do this, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So I take my hats off to. Well, I'm not gonna take my hat off, but
That's a hard job.
it's a hard job when you're dealing with a king. Because as a king, this is what people don't understand. You can vouch to this. As a king, you don't get to wear the crowns of jewels first. You get blessed with the crown of crucifixion first, and you dealing with a lot of thorns and lashes on your back.
Body of work.
Body of work. There you go. And even when you got the body of work, you don't got blonde hair, blue eyes. They still want here's your crown, but it's a little beat up.
Yeah.
It's cool. You know, it's not cool. You know what I'm saying? So my whole team around me, always from Lala, who's the floor general in here on the studio, because I understand. Because this is what they tell you, I teach against. I'm really against like black women just twerking all the time, right? How they display the narrative. Some of the times. But what I'm saying, listen to the narrative though. Listen to the narrative. Harris County you brought up.
Yes.
What people don't know, a lot of people had a problem with them black girls and judges.
Yes.
Cause they love black women until they were taking their job.
Yes.
Y'all belong on TikTok. Y'all didn't see those comments.
Or until they are responsible for their freedom.
Exactly. So now you're coon birds and nigger birds and y'all kind of birds and gator babies and everything else. I'm just being honest when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying?
It's the equivalent of defund the police was bad until the police raided.
Mm-hmm.
Now defund the police is good. We need to defund the FBI.
Well, the FBI, I don't know if y'all seen this thing on that. Well, we can get to the FBI used to turn Streetligion page off all the time. Y'all remember that? We used to come here, they used to be like, I'm like, you know what, let me stop showing my intelligence and stop. Like, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say first. MC Cheryl out here in San Antonio, the Urban Suite Radio Show. And every Monday, 11 p.m. to 2 a.m., we support our locals. Facts. Great combo. Yeah, make sure y'all go check out Streetligion Nation TV on Roku. You catch the top 5 weekend movie by Marcus Wallace as well. The soundtrack dropping August 19th. I think it's a classic soundtrack. Produced by myself. Co-executive produced by Lee Money of Money Management as well. So that's how we rocking. So go ahead, Prezzie. Talk to me.
So I have a question.
Question will be answered.
Got it.
Can I have some candy?
I told you it was wax. You don't like wax?
Go ahead,
Remember you
Prezzie.
said because we
Go,
all
get
in
some.
our East Coast
Let me know.
Did we
Give
not
me a
start
tap.
this?
Let me know when you got. Well, you got to get up out of here.
Oh, so question. So you guys both have daughters. So with the whole
Maya, y'all seen Maya? Y'all seen my daughters?
So you, with the whole narrative of the whole, woman having to be strong and all of that stuff. So how do you feel like as fathers when if you are teaching your daughter, you have to know how to do this by yourself, you got to be able to do this. Are you guys creating also the women that don't need a man because my daddy taught me this, or my daddy, if I can't do it, I'm going to call my daddy and my daddy going to do it?
You know what the most important thing I do for my daughter?
What's that?
Is I model an appropriate relationship for her. That's more important than teaching her how to change a tire and all of that, because that's teaching her what's acceptable to be treated and what's acceptable not to be treated. So when it comes to anything from disrespect to how to handle, like I'm a helicopter dad, so I'm there. So
Sam!
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at
My kids went to the same school that I worked at, so they called hell because every corner they walked around, it was like I was right there.
I'm gonna get a job at Melanie School.
So
part time in
but
school.
yeah,
what's up?
that was one of the most important things that I could do for her, is model an appropriate relationship for her so that she can see, you know, this is how I'm supposed to be treated in a relationship when I'm grown, you know.
Yeah. I guess I'm similar but very, very different because I want my girls to know how to change the tire. I want them to know little base. I ain't saying if some girls are some mechanic people, they love cars and they get up under they can jack up the motor. I ain't saying all that, but I'm gonna teach you how to sustain. You know how to jack up a car?
Not to depend on.
Yeah, I'm teaching you not to be dependent.
Right.
Don't let a man go be your handicap. And if you choose to go to the other team, I'll be disappointed. But don't let a woman be your handicap. You know what I'm saying? So let's just take gender out of there. Don't let no love be your handicap. Right. Know how to sustain. You know what I'm saying? Partner.
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct me. I don't want nobody to be like, oh, Dave Chappelle fan. Right. You know what I'm saying? Look at the president like, oh, damage control. Look, right. So you know what I'm saying? So whatever. Don't let your partner be your handicap. You know what I'm saying? Understand financial literacy. Understand how to change a tire to minimum. Understand women, all women. Understand red goes on the red cord, black goes on the black cord in your car. The red go on in the opposite. The bare minimum. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I'm not teaching. Because I think everybody needs somebody to love and to grow into, you know, whatever. But what I'm saying is, if love don't want to grow with you,
you still got to
sustain. You can still got to. Ain't the pain gonna hurt, but sustain. Wash clothes, cook. Not for something. Know how to do these things.
Yeah.
You know the basic thing to sustain, right? So I'm not gonna teach my daughters. You don't need a man. You got Jesus either.
Right.
Or you got daddy.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna always have daddy. Look the dumbest thing. If he can be helicopter daddies, I'm chopper daddy.
We ready to ride. We ready to ride.
But however, I will say this. If you are falling, if my daughters are falling in love, and they probably gonna get married around 76. So both of y'all gonna fall out. So with that being but no, seriously, about 76. No, when they feel like they falling in love, right? I do like give that person a chance to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, no, my daddy got it. Don't worry about this. Oh, my daddy, boom, boom, boom. Like, don't call me to pay for the wedding. That's it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You feel me? But like, I think you give that person a chance. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And
to be what they are supposed to be.
They're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, if your boyfriend don't know how to change a tire, if your man don't know how to change a tire, don't know red goes on red,
then
black goes on.
both of y'all need to be over here getting a lesson.
Both. You see what I'm saying? Because some men ain't built like that, right? Some men ain't.
Or they weren't exposed to that.
Well, yeah.
Because you got, I mean, it depends.
Baby
exposed to that.
babies.
And then also you have people that throw money at stuff. Like, oh, I don't know how
now,
to
if
do
you
this.
have
I
to
never
get
had
some,
to do this.
and
I
you
call
have
somebody to do it. I hire somebody. So they got connections for people to do it, but they don't know how to do those things themselves.
But if you get a rich person, a well-off partner that got that those skill sets and those things, you would not lack those skill sets just in case he takes.
It's almost like you're bringing more value to the relationship, knowing that.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I look at it, because I mean, how do the rich stay rich?
By spending other people's money
and not spending your own.
Yeah.
Well, once if you're talking about throwing money at situation and this and that, and then you happen to get with somebody like, hey, you ain't got to spend that. I know how to do that.
Yeah.
That brings more value to
and the type of men that are being raised today. I can see that they sitting there letting their girl change. I'm not that type of.
Because you got to look at
she called me a country boy that ever.
No, I'm saying you got to look at how
the
boys are being raised, and like you said, how the females are being raised as well. You being raised by your mom, you know, independent, don't need a man, and then your dads are being like, hey, you need to know how to do this because you shouldn't depend on a man. So it's like, the boys aren't always getting that at the same time.
But I think it's more. It's more delivery too. Like I said, I don't want you to be like, you know, because not needing a man can turn your daughter to hoes. You be like Mary Jane and Jonah from Girlfriends, right? They got their stuff going on. They're together, but they just They just popping off. So you gotta teach them back. It's a whole complete thing with that. You know what I'm saying? And so like it just at the same time, I guess I want mine to be more like, you know.
So are you saying that not needing a man as a gift may come across as a gift and a curse?
It can I think if it's not packaged right, how can I say it? I'll give you that perfect example. The word submission to a white woman means a totally different to a black woman.
And sometimes it means different to a black man as opposed to a white man as
Yeah,
well.
you
So
see what I'm
it's
saying?
So you got to define it for within yourselves and stop trying to be
But,
like,
I mean, I'm talking about how it's
you
being-
got to listen, you got to do. It's like,
But I'm talking about how it's being
no.
taught.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Like
that's not-
submission means trust. It's
Yeah.
not enslavement.
And it's to
You know what I'm
each
saying?
other.
It's to each other. So like with white churches, they were teaching how how to be helpmates.
Yeah.
Where with black churches, they ain't being really taught that much.
No,
You
it's
know what I'm
more
saying? In the context of being
quiet,
broken down.
Listen to what's being done.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, so that's where I can put it. So it has to be broken down and delivered right. I'm not saying that you don't want somebody for this and boom, boom, boom. If a man know how to do the things that I taught you how to do, then let him play his role or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Before you call on daddy, because you are equipped to know. But they will be equipped, and that's from changing tire to understanding the different bullets that penetrate armor shields. They're the ones that you can ride in your car with these because these are for ranges and these are for this. They will trust me. Taking it apart upside down and putting it back together, like they will be assassins.
So when it comes to as far as like spoiling girls, and then they expect the man to also buy them gifts all the time, because my daddy used to do this. So I expect
different.
the man to also, like you said about setting standards. So if they're used to, that's the standard they're used to, is being given gifts all the time. And now it's like, say the man is not at that point in his life where he could buy stuff all the time. It's like, well, you're not good enough, because my daddy said if a man can't buy this, a man can't.
But you have to once again, it has to be delivered and taught properly. Like, listen, you my child, right? And daughters always run games on their daddy, right? And so, like, I mean, let's just be honest, because I'm a sucker for my daughter barely speaks sentences. I'm on her 5th iPad. Stop laughing. So you see what I'm saying? So like, so what I'm saying is like, when it comes to work, when it comes to delivering these things for your child, you gotta understand. Even when you get in those things spoiling your child, it has to be something taught. Because but even when they get with a man, that's the standard we talking about. Look, I will do what I can. You know what you coming into, boom, boom, boom. But I ain't. It ain't even that. Like, you ain't marrying your daddy. I'm your husband.
But if that's the standard that they used
Well,
to.
get your ass on, get somebody with the same standard then.
It's like, that's the example of a
man or female.
That's the example of a man that you have seen growing through your whole life. Now you out there in the world like, wait, men don't do this. My daddy was a man. My daddy did.
But come on, let's not be like super like that. That's kind of wrong. Cause you know, a Southern man is not gonna be like a New York man. You know what I'm saying?
Like, that's the mindset that going forth into. So
But
it's like,
I think
so
you
when
had
we
to
talk
be-
about setting those standards, is it okay? I do this for you because I'm daddy and you're my child. But when you get out there in the world, don't expect.
Well,
the
see,
man to.
and when I say modeling a proper relationship, I don't necessarily mean with me and my daughter. I mean with me and my wife.
Yeah.
And so, you know, she's seeing the all-encompassing aspect of that. Not just that I take care of my wife, or you know, but also that she takes care of me. You know, so that it's a two-way street. You know, I might, you know, do this, but she does that. You know, and that it's, you know, goes hand in hand.
I can see
think
that
from that aspect.
The same thing with guys. It's like if well, she's asking about daughters, so like more or less like when it comes to women like that, because I had somebody tell me that you raising that type of woman already. I'm like, bro, I'll beat you the fuck up, bro. Don't ever talk to me how I'm raising my daughter.
Well,
you know
but from the same aspect, same thing she was saying, you know, so it happens with boys too, because you know, what if, you know, well, my mom used to cook for me and she used to do this, and people
don't talk about
Yeah,
mom
issues.
abandonments, mom issues, niggas that people that want to marry their mom instead of marry understanding their wife. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, even in a household, if you have your mother and father, but you see your mom cooking all the time, you see your mom cleaning everything, you ain't never had to pick up a dish, and now you get married, and your wife like, well, I don't do that. My mom used to work, and she still came home and make meals. My mom used to do this.
That's crazy.
You know,
it happens. I'm just
daddy
saying
issues. You know, there's a term, daddy issues, and mommy issues doesn't get talked about enough.
We're gonna discuss that on the next show. Because there's a lot of fuck boys out there that's out here tripping, and them raggedy ass mama that hold their sons in the wrong. We definitely gonna talk about that because I don't know how much time you got left before you gotta get out of here. You know?
Man.
Okay.
What'd you say?
Or they treat their sons as a man, like.
Oh
my
look,
gosh!
you gotta get up out here. You said so. Listen, all right, so
continue that conversation.
Man, you can talk about.
Yeah.
Who got to bless you? Thank you. We'll hit that conversation when we get back. DLUX, before we let you go and get out here, man, any shots out? Anybody that want to join clubs? We're gonna hit all y'all comments once we get back, man. Go ahead.
I want to shout out Nocturnal Car Club,
I need
Worldwide,
to join car club.
Nocturnal Worldwide, DLUX Creations Inc. You know, holding it down, and you know, my family and my kids.
So if people want to reach and get in touch with you to do their interior, fiberglass interior, fiberglass on the dash, we rocking DLUX. Hey, you know what I'm saying?
If you want to get in touch with me, Google DLUX, DLUX Creations with a K and a Z. DLUX been around for almost 20 years. Everything is right there.
We didn't
online.
even talk about the car. You can't hit a debate. You tricked me.
Look out for that car. It's gonna be in the next video shoot. We've been planning it out for 5 years.
Yes, I'm gonna
It's gonna be in it
because I retired from rapping, man. So everybody
you ain't got a rap to do a video shoot.
Oh, you're right.
That's true.
Because I'm in the gym now. I'm losing my stomach.
Hey.
My shirt was big on me today. I was like, oh my god, it was hanging off me. You didn't see my belly button through it. Yo, what the fuck? I don't have an outie. That's the problem. Yes, it was. Look, I was fat. Like for real. The second F was solid. Yeah, like that. Pray I'm gonna light your ass up. I mean, I'm for real. Like, bro, when I knew it was time, cause I had to hold my breath to put on my left shoe. Ooh. Yeah, and I was like, whoa, I'm about to pass out trying to put this shoe on. But now I've been in the gym. I gotta go hit the gym tonight.
Shoestring hanging out.
Hey, we'll be back after this commercial break. Oh boy.
Inc., the premier fiberglass fabricator based out of San Antonio, specializing in custom door panels, custom trunks, dash restores, and the custom consoles, and much, much more. 210-291-2681. Creations Inc., the premier fiberglass fabricator based out of San Antonio, specializing in custom door panels, custom trunks, dash restores, and the custom consoles, and much, much more. DLUX Creations Inc., the premier fiberglass...
Creations Inc., the premier fiberglass fabricator based out of San Antonio, specializing in custom door panels, custom trunks, dash restores, and the custom consoles, and much, much more. 210-291-2681.
Yo, what up, Legacy City?
OG Prezzie Montsho.
OG Prezzie Montsho.
Yep.
Yeah, hey guys, I have started a journey of weight loss. Yeah. They said my blood pressure was higher than Wiz Khalifa. So, yes, I have started my workout plan. I'm on day 3.
My name.
Prezzie with that again. So it's been hard. I've been Smoothie King and some other kind of smoothie, right? I mean, it's different. And I've been eating grilled and baked stuff, which I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't like at all. Yeah. God damn.
Oh, that was your drink? I thought something
I
was being
was
poured.
like, what the word?
I thought it was pouring it out. I was like, oh, what's over there?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hey, let's go. When you get through, damn, 3rd, 4th wall.
Wow.
Damn, wow.
That was,
You thought I was
yeah.
like, that shit sound like, you know, that shit that you put the water
that's
out.
what I
Like,
was
that's
being
somebody
poured.
guzzling. Damn. Okay, let's go. If you don't have Roku TV, you can also download the Roku app on your phone or tablet. Once download, search Streetligion Nation TV and add channel. Now you can watch. I'm just trying to figure out what was she on.
Bet she ain't thirsty now, though.
Hey, before go on. Life skills should not determine how people respect you. What you mean by that? Can you hello?
Like what you're able to do in life shouldn't determine how someone respects you. So if you're not able to, cook a meal from scratch, you shouldn't be less respected because you don't know how to do that.
Yeah, of course not. That's why they got to be taught.
Or, I guess you're talking more like as far as cars and stuff. If you can't change a tire, if you can't do this, you should be less respected.
Let's see. YouTube has become my best friend when it comes to working on my car for minor things outside of things my dad has taught me. Ebony Tharp. This is Ada Morena, I said that right. I find it interesting when you teach girls to do male tasks. It's so she wouldn't need a man versus boys. Female tasks is just life skills. Why is it all life skill? Period. We all should know how to do these things. I mean, I agree. Like, I personally don't think washing dishes is a feminine thing. Clean your fucking house. Like, I don't like a dirty house, so I know how to clean. I had chores growing up. My mom and my dad didn't have to tell me to take out the trash. And if my mom and dad had to tell me to take out the trash, then there's punishment behind that. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? So,
But I mean, you do see that where people that know how to cook and stuff like that is like, because it's basic life skills. You should know how to cook. You should know how to do this. But when it comes to things that are considered masculine, it's like, oh, you need to know how to do this so you won't have to rely on somebody to do this. It's the same way. You should know how to cook so you shouldn't have to rely on somebody to cook.
I know how to cook, clean, properly wash my clothes. Like, I know not to put colored clothes on warm. They supposed to be on cold. And, like, I know how to, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know.
Segregation.
Yeah, pretty much. Put the colors with the colors on cold. You see the seat? Put the colors with the colors on cold. Put the colors with the okay.
Laundry.
Yes, Marcus Wallace, is never easy, but the result will be amazing. I hope so. So right now I'm starting off with 20 to 30 minutes on the bike. You know what I'm saying? So I try to do like 5 miles in 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I failed both times. It was 20 minutes and 18 seconds the first time. The second time was 21 minutes. I was like, damn. So I'm trying to, hopefully that works, and then I'm going to have to go get me a trainer.
I cannot do the bike thing. I went to a cycling class. It's an hour long. Oh my gosh. That seat was so uncomfortable. I was like, yep, I'm about to tap out. It's not because I'm tired. Like, this is so uncomfortable. Like, I could do when we were standing up and stuff. But that was an hour long cycling class.
I mean, I just think I need to do like, I think I need to do like P90X or something with circuits. You know what I'm saying? I need to do something with circuits. Oh, real quick, I need to shut that door back there. I don't like that. I left that door open, but I'll fix it in a minute. So I'm working it out. So I'm trying to make it happen, and really bring it to perspective, because it's weird. I hope I get it done right. You know what I'm saying? I'll do a Street Legion workout boot camp one day.
Whew.
Hey, well, I need to
That
come.
will be the day that I am no longer Street Legion.
Dang.
A boot camp? Do
Yo.
you not know what goes with boot camp?
Hey, Marcus.
Okay.
When should I start? Like, how can I need to come on my own.
So we're gonna do a boot camp. Everybody gotta
Everybody got to go, but I'm gonna go because I gotta get everybody together. But I need to.
Do he got modified type of?
I don't know what Marcus got. He always coming on there with his shirt off.
Yeah, I'm like, he look like he do too much, and I don't want to do too much.
Is it dirty? Is it dirty car Marcus? What's up, man? Yeah, that dirty car Marcus right there. But yeah,
He said it was a new car.
Yeah, he says it's a dirty new car. So yeah, Marcus in shape though. So Marcus, look, I need to start my workout with you ASAP. Like tomorrow, I need to start tomorrow morning or something. I need to get up, drive out there before my day gets started and work out. All levels welcome.
Okay, now don't judge me.
When can I start? I need to start.
Does he do like yoga?
Huh?
Does he do yoga?
I don't think Marcus do yoga.
Is that part of the boot camp experience?
No, the yoga is definitely not part of his boot camp experience.
Should he add it?
Mm-hmm.
Could he add it?
He should add yoga and stretch.
Just a little bit. I need a little.
Marcus be in the competition with them muscle man.
I see exactly. That's another.
He be wearing them.
I need those.
Be wearing thongs and smelling like Cusco oil.
I need those moments like, let's reach up. We are
It's like touch the butterfly. No, Marcus, seriously, hit my line. Let me know when I come in, but I'm down. I need my due to the bad knee. Lazar, I'm not. You stood up and
massage therapy.
you stood up and threw your knee out. So I don't think it's dangerous for you to do any modification.
Probably need to watch.
Yeah, you probably need to swim or something. You might throw your back out swimming.
Or if her knee go out while she's swimming, then when she go under the water. It's a rescue mission. We came to exercise, and I played life hard. I'm like, we got
Fuck.
Listen.
Oh man, Marcus go have y'all watching the car exercise.
Wax off.
Wax off. No, I just need to get started. I think because if I don't get a trainer, I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit. You know, so I don't get the body to be like, fuck. I'm gonna be like, fuck this shit soon. So, not a rescue mission. Hey, let's go back up. Let's go back up real quick. Boom, boom. I had to change my diet up also. Seasoning and healthy version of sauces make a big difference in how your food tastes. Yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Oh my God, it's been real now. It's been real. So I've been trying to. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been easy. So like, you know, I missed my workout time today, so I go back and make up for it. Because once you miss it, then the next day you like, oh.
Yeah.
So I gotta be disciplined to go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I really. Oh yeah, by the way, the movie choices will be dropping. They working on that as well, and the soundtrack is remodified, remixed, and remastered. So there's some bangers on them.
I do not recommend that movie if you're trying to lower your blood pressure, because that will freaking put your blood pressure high. I went to the screening of it and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I'm still mad at the characters and people.
Prezzie the type of person that be like, you know, Ike Turner was in the Matrix acting all hard.
Like he ain't whooped Tina. Like how he gonna act
You
like
know
he
what I'm
ain't
saying?
used to
So
whoop her?
even though K Bell, you know what I'm
Nope.
saying, Bundy and everybody's not the same character in Black Love Story, she's still fussing.
Yes.
Don't you also start a Black Love Story?
Yes, but I still I looked at her like, I took a picture with you and you out here doing this. Like you should have told me what the movie was about before we was posing together. Like how
Oh my
dare
God.
you?
Hey, go to the next comments. Go to the next comments. Let's see what we got. I'm down. Okay, we said that because we got to turn to a rescue mission. Keep scrolling. Not a rescue mission. Go, keep scrolling. Lazar, is the Evan Lazar? Yeah, you got to sit on the side and chill on this one out. We can't have you hurting nothing else, man. Let's see what go up. I lost all my weight when they put me. I lost all my weight when they put me. You didn't finish the sentence. All right.
Under the water.
Don't do me like that. I had a personal trainer for a little minute. You had a personal trainer? When?
A little minute.
I ain't know about that. You learn something new every day. Could have used your personal trainer. I lost my weight when the VA put me on them crazy ass pills. Shit, they ain't give me no pills to lose weight yet.
I'm pretty sure that's not why they gave him the pills.
Nah, that ain't the point. Every pill they done gave me, I done grew a chin or a neck.
That was not even funny. Wow. You born with a chin in the neck. They shouldn't give you extra.
I just want to say Chuck and Manny Shaz on. I just want to see Chuck and Manny Shaz on.
Oh yeah, that's top 5.
Yeah. Hey, y'all make sure y'all go to, if you got a Roku TV, go download Streetligion Nation TV network, add the channel. You can catch all the independent movies coming up from some of their best independent woo, directors in the game. Woo. Prezzie laughs a little too hard. Kick her out. Get out, Prezzie.
You always trying, okay, like that'll happen. You always trying to kick somebody out like you ain't new.
Oh, boy. So, we talking about, before we left, I'm just giving y'all a rundown. August 19th, Top 5 Weekend soundtrack will be out. Y'all go check that out. For those who nobody haven't heard it really. But us. You know what I'm saying? The choices soundtrack should be following suit as well. Who got the choices soundtrack? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be
Which
dope.
one is she rocking that on?
Thank you. She rocking that. That's Kate Bell's single theme song for her company. It's on the choices soundtrack.
Man, I'm waiting for choices then.
The Marcus.
That's gonna be my thing. Like when I'm getting ready in the morning, or when I'm going out, I'm playing that.
Hey, Marcus, when
need
choices soundtrack dropping?
Yeah, I need that.
Y'all need to talk to Marcus when the choices soundtrack dropping.
Marcus, you need to get on here. You sitting here trying to make us exercise and stuff when I need my motivation song.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you guys, blessings for the blessings, yeah. But so last conversation before DLUX came out of here, cause he was like, dang, Daddy boys with mommy issues.
Women that treat their sons as a replacement for a man.
Say again?
Women that treat their sons as a replacement for a man.
Women that treat their son.
Like the man is the head of the household. He's the man of the house, even though he's 10, and dressing them how they, of course, want to see a man dress. And the checking with them. It's the, like, oh my gosh, it's a little cringy. So I got several examples of that. But, like, for instance, a coworker of mine, her and her husband were married for like 20 plus years. Their son together, whatever like that. They ended up getting divorced. He moved out. He moved away. So it was just her and her son. Now they have movie nights together. Now they lay together. Like, she's like, oh, he knows when I have a long day. When I come home, he has me a glass of wine waiting, or he mixes my favorite drink. Because, when she's calling him on the way home, he's just like, oh, Mom, how was your day? She's like, oh, don't even ask. And when she walks in the door, he has her a drink ready. Or, like, if she needs her head scratched or whatever like that, like stuff like that. And so it's like, because the man that was the household for 20 plus years is gone, well, before he was even born, because her son is like, he's 19 now. He just turned 19. So
That's kind of, like, I agree with Ada on that one. That's kind of disgusting and gross.
But
I know.
That's what I'm saying. And then there's this other lady that I know. Her son is in high school, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna be cooking his favorite meal for him tonight because I know he likes this, and we're just gonna be able to sit and just have a long conversation and just kind of catch up on things and like, yeah. And another, so just
What kind of people?
that's what I'm saying. It's weird to me that people.
No?
One is, one's not.
Okay, so it's a 50-50 chance.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
Just
So it's
different.
like,
Look, they be like,
yeah. So it's like catering to them and stuff like that. And so, and then there was this one TikTok that was going around that made it to other social medias where the lady got on her son's phone because a girl was calling her son. And she's just like, who is this? Oh, and she's like, I'm the only woman that's going to be consistent in his life. And the girl was like, well, who are you? She's like, don't worry about who I am. All this stuff. And this is his mom. Instead of saying, I am his mother, she was just like, and the girl was like, oh, well, when I talk to him, after I talk to him, all this stuff, you ain't going to be around. She's like, oh, no, sweetie, I'm forever going to be in his life. Instead of just saying, so it's like, that's not a flex. You should have just said, you calling my son's phone.
Yeah.
But she picked it up as if she was the other woman.
like, what kind of, you sick as shit.
But people don't see that.
Nah, I see that.
And there's this meme that says, I asked God for a man that will always love me, and he gave me a son. Have you not seen that meme?
What in the Kentucky, West Virginia wrong turn, baby, y'all doing? Like, sit y'all, that's nasty. Like, my daughters are not my queens. They're my princesses. They're going to grow up and be somebody else's queens. You know what I'm saying?
At 76.
At 76. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, no. I do. I do, of course, my daughter's pretty, beautiful, go out to eat, go out to dinner, whatever. But it's not, it's one thing, it's daughter daddy time, but it's not, you're not, no. Like, even as, as Melanie got older, right? Like, I think about 5 or 6, it's like, you need your own room, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that I'm uncomfortable. It's none of that. It's like you get into that age, Melanie be, Saturday she'll be fucking, 8? Like, you need your own space. You got your own TV, your own tablet, your own space. You know what I'm saying? So, whatever, nowadays she have a moments where she having trouble sleep. I get her, put her in the bed with me, boom, 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 and take her little butt right and pack her right back in her room. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, nah, that's weird. No, he's my king. And,
the king thing.
Like, trust me, your son ain't at 10 years old. He's not ready to be a king. No. He's not built for the crown. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the pressure that's put on the sons to feel that.
They don't even, and the sons don't even know that pressure is that type of pressure is on them like that. See, we filmed Choices August 20th. Okay, it's kind of disturbing, gross. I agree. That most like pre-incest. Yeah, that's taking it to the extreme. Yeah, I ain't with don't have me no bottle of yak home. That'd be weird for the daughters to serve their dad like that. That's any man. That's fam. That's crazy. That's just me.
Yeah, and
I don't know what's it called? Them polygamy.
Polygamy.
Is that a word?
They have multiple wives.
That's polygamy, right?
Yeah.
Which one of them coats that be having the women and men? Yeah, polygamy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had it right. I just saw one. I told you to watch that documentary about that. Mm-hmm. Oh man, that's sick summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at the end they had them recording it. I ain't even gonna tell y'all about it.
Got a whole church going.
Got a whole church going, and these
followers.
people let this man have in the court with a 12-year-old. Was he 12? Mm-hmm. And that's how they end up catching him guilty because he recorded it, and it's just crazy.
He recorded all of it is when he decided to move from Colorado to Texas, and they went in and they were looking through the rooms and they found all of these tapes and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But he still got followers because they're like, oh, it was a setup.
Because I remember when they that big bust happened. Mm-hmm. I remember when it happened when they moved to Texas and he got there messing with them kids and then what's the name of the documentary? Because I remember I told you to watch that documentary. Well, anyway, this polygamy. He had marrying these young girls off. I'm talking about like 12, 11, and it's on Netflix. It's called "Be Quiet and Pray." Sunshine, something like that. It was something like obey and pray.
Keep sweet, pray and obey.
Yeah, keep sweet, pray and obey. Y'all need to check that out. That shit crazy. But we was talking about. I think, it was with that. They don't show anything of that. You know what I'm saying? Graphic, but they show the brainwashing and stuff. But a lot of guys, now those are the guys that feel like they married somebody. They want somebody to. They want their mom, their wife to act as if their mom did, right? Mm-hmm. But the guys that didn't have a mom in their life, that men that have mommy issues or abandonment issues from women, that's a topic that's really not discussed. You know, of course, women with daddy issues, hot topic. That's one of those things that get discussed more than abandonment issues from guys of them that mommy issues.
Yeah, because even then it's focused on the women that have daddy issues and not the daddies that's doing the abandoning and causing the issues. Mm-hmm. Like it still falls on the woman instead of like, why aren't people going after these guys that are doing this to these women and creating this cycle? And you have where, of course, it's like, oh, well, I didn't have a dad in my life, so you turn around and be the same kind of dad that you didn't have. Like that's that. But no, so yeah, getting back to the boys and stuff. So I have another person that's on my timeline that shows up that do photo shoots with her son.
Like how these photo shoots are going?
Like one, she's sitting on the chair and he's like standing up behind, just got his arms wrapped around his mom. Mm-hmm. And she posts that as her profile picture and stuff. Like, got a boy to love me and it's just like it's kind of crazy. I'll pull it up for you. It's kind of crazy to me because to me, I'm like, as a mother that have a son,
she said,
my son cool, but
Ada said, not at all. Some of those men can be preyed on by older women.
Exactly, because that whole mommy issue, you're looking for someone to feel, because that is what you interpret as love. And not to put these people out here, but their family, and I see it happen where the mom was this way to her son, and now her son ended up finding a woman just like his mom was. And because that's what he thought love looked like because of what his mom and how his mom would treat him.
Didn't they say R. Kelly asked his mom to marry him?
R. Kelly.
That's what I heard. Crazy hair on R. Kelly.
Well, you got little girls that want to marry their dads when they're little because that's what you see as love.
That's sick.
Daddy. It's not sick. when they don't have that understanding. It's just like, my daddy's the greatest man in the world. I want to marry my daddy.
Never in the history of nigga have I heard that.
You never heard
No,
little girls
never.
say, oh, wow.
Never. There must be some polygamy.
That is not polygamy stuff.
Jamel, they need a good old fashioned passionate ass whooping.
Oh, wow.
See, some of those men are preyed on by older women. Yes. Do I know her?
I don't know, you might.
Is she here? She in Georgia.
But I'm saying, it's those kind of photo shoots and stuff.
I'm trying to get preyed on by a mountain lion.
See.
Alright. Almost like in Opismus complex. Sorry, I deleted a comment by accident. Oh, okay. Listen. A lot of older women take advantage of a lot of older men. I mean, a lot of older women take advantage of a lot of younger men. You know what I'm saying? Older women, like, if you never experienced that experience or that, go ahead.
Because I seen a thing where it's like, every time a male tells me about their first sexual experience, all I can think is Law and Order SVU. Because a lot of men, their first sexual experience was with someone older, way older than they were, and not realizing that was not right.
Like, when you say way older, like when they...
So you know, a 13-year-old boy and an 18-year-old girl, or a 19-year-old girl with a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah,
like, that's not
cool.
But to them, it's like, oh, after that, I always wanted it, because you were being abused. Like, but they think of it as, you know, sexual experience. Because look at what Bootsy do with his sons and his nephews. He gets an older woman to do stuff with them. He hires them, pays them, and that's their first experience. So, and there was guys in the comment like, yeah, I was 14, she was this, I was this, and it's like, wow, why don't we talk about how young men were, basically, you were abused?
Yeah, the sexual abuse, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, it's embedded in culture that, you know what I'm saying, the older woman, is high-fived.
Yeah.
In a lot of situations when they really very detrimental to their young man. 16-year-old boys with a woman in their 30s. That's sick.
Yeah. I
think that's sick as well. I think society don't look at it as an eyesore as much because it's very... That's why Jada Pinkett ain't get the backlash she deserved for Austin Alsina.
She should have.
You know what I'm saying? Because it don't look like... It just... I don't know why it don't come across as an eyesore for the opposite sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's weird.
Which it was. Like, she preyed on him. He came to them to get help, and you took advantage of that situation. You want to say, oh, you know, it was an entanglement. No, you were a predator because he was in a vulnerable state, and this young man seeking help from you, he's going through all this stuff, he lost in his family and everything, and you took advantage of that situation because you weren't being fulfilled. And it's not even that your man wasn't trying to fulfill you. It's something off with her. Because if this man, Will, is doing everything to try to meet to your standards and it's still not good enough.
It's her.
Now you trying to mold this young kid that you already know is lost because you're not getting it from whatever made up situation you got in your head because your man is trying.
Well, she never wanted to marry Will.
Well, no. Yeah, she never wanted to be
she
married.
let him
she
know.
got pregnant.
You know what I'm saying? Women are not viewed as predators, which is crazy. But if you look at history, a lot of women are serial killers out there. There's a lot of prolific serial killers out there, those women.
That's different. Sometimes you got to catch a body or two. I mean, that's understandable.
Your body count long.
No.
This nigga is crazy.
But no, I mean, I understand if you have to, you know, take someone out. Play God.
Women are not, you gotta play God. There's no understanding in that. You on your own. As a matter of fact, she's on the other couch. Jada Pinkett is a bald head whore. That needs to be picked. Then then these two pick her hair. That the big bald head would be over here. I got it.
Pick her hair.
Walk a mile in my shoes, baby. Pick a pair. Bald head. She pick your hair. Yeah, that's a classic line. Especially very attractive women. Yes, very attractive women get away with a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But y'all out here using and messing these men up and stuff of that nature. Even young men, right? I said this one time before. A young man, like, y'all, they be equipped to have, they be equipped to have adult actions, but they're not equipped to deal with adult consequences.
And it's hard to explain that.
And it's hard to explain that when, you know, when a young man already started having sex or a young girl already started having sex and they get their heart broken and that adult consequence and that adult pain hit them, they don't know how to deal with it, you know what I'm saying?
Nope.
So it's just...
And that's another thing, like with encouraging people with dating young and stuff, it's all cute and everything. Like my one friend, her daughter was probably like 15, like, oh, you know, they're going out on dates at 15, like what in the world? But to her, it was cute. Or her son date, and I'm just like, that is not cute because they're not ready for the emotions that come with it.
No.
Like that's where they get depressed, they kill themselves, they kill the other person, or they kill the parents that won't let them see each other anymore because they're not ready for that, but we think it's cute. Yeah. And I'm like, even thinking back, I mean, I got married at 18. Like, what in the world? That was not smart. But in that time, like, if someone was to sit down and be like, hey, it may seem like this. I mean, of course, you can't tell people what you can't tell them, but people think it's cute to have boyfriends and girlfriends at 16. It's like, that is not cute because you're not ready for what's going to come with that. You are taking on these adult feelings and adult emotions without the maturity to even know how to handle it. Some adults don't even know how to handle relationships at all. But you expect children to do this, and I'm just like, no.
No. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
I was trying to find this other post that someone
It says
else.
adult emotions. No, they cannot handle that. Dating sucks. If I could go back to 7th grade, I would have mollywopped Dr. Robotnik. Yep. Should have read that one out loud. You set me up.
Dating is
You know what I'm saying? And same thing with me.
It just
Like,
depends,
like
though.
even if I was in high school, if I would have, because even in high school, I was in high school doing shit a husband should do.
Yeah.
And I was encouraged, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you doing this and you doing that. And and it didn't turn out the way I desired it to turn out at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was just like, shit. If I would have known what I know, if I can go back in time and keep the same knowledge I have now, I'll be a lot richer.
Yeah.
A lot faster.
Okay, so this is another person posting her son putting gas in her car, like making sure that I'm taken care of.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, though. I mean, your son putting gas in the car, I don't think you should have took a picture of it.
Yeah, to put it, that's what I'm saying. It's the posting of it. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, you should teach him how to put gas in the car. You should teach him this, but it's when you're posting, like, making sure I'm taken care of. He ain't paying for nothing. All he did was get out and hold the thing. And he took a picture. Or
dating sucks for adults, period. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Can we talk about that?
I had a boyfriend at 16, definitely wasn't ready. You know,
I would not recommend.
Yeah.
Highly not recommend that. I would recommend finding yourself first.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. I agree. Now that I'm older, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I probably would have been married at 35 instead of 20. You know what I'm saying? I would have just, nah.
Because I think, like, you're just like, oh, this is where it should be. Everybody else is dating. I want to date too. But, like, as you get older, and even now when you're older and dating, it's like your priorities is different. You're not as worried, or you may be worried about stuff that you weren't before, but it's like you got to think of that as you're growing into yourself. Until you know yourself, you're just dragging someone else along with it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, okay, you got a lot you need to heal from first.
But childhood trauma does play a role in it.
It does, but people don't realize that. Like, no, you need to do some healing first, and then maybe think about talking to people. But instead, you're bringing that to that person, and if you're not actively trying to heal, I've seen this thing where it's like a healed person trying to date a broken person will break that healed person.
Whoa. Say it again.
A healed person dating a broken person will break that healed person. And it's like,
damn.
exactly. And if they're not trying to actively get healing, then they are breaking the person and they are absorbing their energy when that person is already healed because you haven't dealt with yourself yet. And it's because of rushing into things that maturity and emotionally not being ready for. And I think like people don't want to admit to that. Like it's okay to be like, you know what? I'm not ready. Maybe I got a few hot girl summers left in me. Maybe I got a few hoochie daddy summers left in me. Like, you know, it's okay to be
Nobody got hoochie daddy summers left in
you know
them.
what they got.
So you know what they got. Bentley Ray got hoochie daddy summers.
Exactly. I seen him on them cruise. He out there showing
Yeah,
light.
he got hoochie daddy Corona.
He just discovered this stage in his life.
Yeah, he did. He had his toes out and shit.
Oh my gosh!
I was like, what? Like, oh,
Is this the same?
They're like
That's him.
Bentley Thought Ray.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Look, his daddy was on the cruise too. Look, he caught his at the end. You know what I'm saying? He still taking them blue pills.
But he finding himself now. So
yeah, Bentley finally Hoochie Daddy Ray.
Yeah.
Bentley Hoochie Daddy Ray. Let me see. Man, if I can go back to high school, man, I would have been knocking them down.
Okay.
I gotta start pre-reading. I would have been knocking down left and right, but no, I was a stupid idiot with the girl, idiot with good hair in love to a non-wildebeest. You did have good hair though. I mean, one time the wind was blowing and it flew back like that because you forgot to glue it down.
That's about right.
Lala said I was engaged at 16. Dying. At 16, 17, shaking my head. No, wasn't ready.
I had a military person try to marry me when I was 17.
I feel like Lala street name was jailbait at 16. I guarantee this guy was like 20 who put a ring on Lala's finger. I bet he was like 20, but she from Chicago, so you know how it goes.
Oh, one of those hood love stories. Was that it? Because that is beautiful.
She's the one of shit. She said she had one of them hood love stories. What's the name of the what would the hood love story be called? Shy Time, but it'd be CH. It'd be SHY. Her name would be
like
Shy.
Songbird or something like that.
Yeah,
You know, it has to incorporate.
Yeah. Okay. He said, Billy Ray said, damn, Prez, there was some bars right there. Hoochie Daddy Shout is still in the effect.
See?
Hoochie Daddy Ray. Oh, that's his new name on Facebook. Y'all see Hoochie Daddy Ray, you know who it is.
See, he living his life now.
Hoochie Daddy Ray. Let's see. What happened to the Hoochie Daddy song? Cedric Bellamy and Jamil Billy Ray Gore was supposed to. What's my boy name? Bobby Schmurder made it. Bobby Schmurder made it. He was 19, 20. As I said, that's rape.
Was he a drug dealer? Because that fits the narrative.
She's
That fits the hood story.
Prezzie trying to write a script.
Picking her up from school, whatever.
So anybody ever seen the movie The Last Robin Hood? Where Eldred, he was a real actor, but he was. The story is based on him and this 15, 16-year-old girl that he was having an affair with. She was the last girl with him or whatever. It was crazy. It said, I do not know what you're talking about. As teenagers, we didn't feel this way about dating. Parents don't usually explain dating that good in the bad. No, they don't. Chi-Town Chronicles. Yep, that's what it was. Teenage broken heart is seen as a rite of passage. Yeah. Can we not count that as a relationship? Like people are like, oh, we were teenagers, we was together for like 4 years. It's like, yeah, freshman through senior. Like that's not a relationship. Yeah, I guess.
Like, oh, my longest relationship was 4 years. We was in high school, or we dated from middle school through high school.
I think so. You saying high school sweethearts relationship don't start until they get in the real world together?
Yes, because when you're in school, what you doing? Yeah, and holding hands, going to class. That's it. But that's not, to me. I don't consider that to be a real relationship. That's like play.
Okay.
That's like a play cousin.
Well, whoever tried to marry Lala at 16, you 20, your head need to be locked up now. I just want to put that out there. You sick fuck.
He was a drug dealer.
He wasn't a drug dealer.
Yes, he was.
He probably was a gang member.
Yeah, that sold drugs.
He probably didn't sell drugs. So
He was on the low end.
he probably was the shooter.
He probably was just on the corner.
You know, he wore bubble jackets and Timberland boots.
On the corner.
Oh my! Looking at us.
He kept watch.
If y'all were effing and buying items, is a relationship.
No. Buying items, that's still to me like that is not a relationship. You're not even mature. So.
When I was a freshman, he was a senior when we met 3 years apart. If you was a freshman, you was 14, and he's 17. It's a 3-year gap that considered.
Or 18 if you're a senior.
Yeah, 18. So they consider that a statutory rape.
But again, she avoided the drug dealer part, so I think it was. He was. I think it was. Wow.
If a 17-year-old boy try to throw dick into my daughters, it's gonna be a problem.
That is interesting.
What is?
She dated a drug dealer. No, when I was 14, this 17-year, he had kids. Trying to talk to me, I'm like, sorry, you got a whole baby. Like you are sir at this point. But listen, he tried to say it was his little sister. Because he would always have her with him, and he's like, oh, this is my little sister. I'm like, oh, you know. He come. I would sit outside and stuff, and he'll come see me outside on the stoop, just be sitting out there, right? And then one time, this lady, she told my grandma, you know that boy be coming around here? That's his daughter.
Dang.
And I asked him, like, is that your daughter? He's like, who you been talking to?
Dang.
I was like, wow, sir.
Was you about to give him the goods before?
No.
Before you found out it was his daughter?
No, because it's like, why are you not in school? Like, you see me get off the bus and you want to walk me home from the bus stop. Like, why ain't you at school? He was in there smoking his Black and Miles, walking down the street with me. With his little sister, a.k.a. daughter. Like, what in the world? But his parents had custody, so she lived with them.
New show coming soon. Fourth Wall and the Dope Boy. The Dope Man coming soon.
See?
Fourth Wall and the Dope Man.
It was a hood story. Like, she in freshman, and he, once he, I don't know, he probably dropped out, and so her sophomore year, he coming by the school and stuff, and the Chicago, lucky it wasn't R. Kelly, so Chicago, he coming by the school, picking her up, and his Toyota Camry.
I want some cookies. I want some cookies.
Like, you want to go get something to eat? I'll take you about Burger King or something real quick. Get you a snow cone. I don't know what they eat in Chicago. Get you a deep dish pizza before you take her to the house. She's like, I got to do my homework. He's like, oh, so you can't ride with? I'm your ride or die.
Just you rider.
But I do have class tomorrow. And he's like, oh, I'm going to drop you off. You ain't got to worry about that school bus no more.
She said, did he look like Makai Pfeiffer on Clock? Yeah, good try to write. We got some right. So Mark, you got to write this script. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna use Lala. We're gonna use Lala as herself. Gonna be a real biopic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, cause she's still young in the face.
So Prezzie, voice you know what I'm saying? You Black Lawyer Story, you coming up, your episodes and stuff coming up.
I don't know, cause I got a message, so we about to see. Yep, had that happen on the show. Thanks, Marcus.
You got fired.
Huh?
You got fired.
No.
You got fired, Marcus.
Oh, cause I'm black.
Mark is black.
Because I'm black, I had to get fired.
You definitely did. You get killed off?
Of course not. It's I guess a promotion and role.
She got killed off.
No, it's a promotion and role that would
You
give
gonna
more
be playing
lines and stuff.
You gonna be playing a corpse.
I mean, I'll take it as long as I killed somebody before I went out. Go out in a shootout like Lila's ex.
They played that song for Saturday night when she tried.
Yeah. Senior year, dressed in all black because her boyfriend died in the shootout. That's sad. Rest in peace to her mans.
That man ain't even dead.
You don't know that.
Okay, that's
how they end.
That's how they end.
Yes.
What was it? What was his name?
What his name?
Pookie
is more southern. Little man.
They probably call him They probably call him Midwest.
That is true.
They-
He
yo,
probably
so-
relocated to Chicago.
Yeah,
He
what's
was a
up, Midwest?
transplant. Yep.
He was a transplant.
Came up to Chicago, got in good with everybody.
Saw this 14-year-old girl as a freshman. And be like, damn.
Like, okay, she a little thick, and she a cheerleader. Splits. Okay,
Oh.
so that's what that was.
My mind is telling me no.
But everything else told him yes, and she was like, "Oh, he kind of cute. He new here.
Oh,
His
okay.
name was probably cute. Or
I bet he
something.
was Puerto Rican too.
Might have been. He probably had that good hair,
Puerto-
like Bentley Ray's toupee. That's all about him. His name was cute.
They said Bentley Ray had a Duke kit perm would give him waves when he was in high school.
Okay, I see that.
That shit crazy. That nigga a Duke kit. Oh my god.
He said
Y'all
he
ain't
was
afraid.
like
He
King.
looked like Kane or Mrs. Society. That Z, are you a killer? Yes, she is. How
Don't
she
push
fed him the wrong fruits and Taves on the next episode and got fired.
I didn't get fired. I just told you. I got a new role.
Everybody's, I'm dead. Pressica's a trip. Oh, La and Midwest Q.
I told you it was cute.
Midwest Q.
Yeah.
Toupee, yep, Puerto Rican black. So yeah, Lala look like she'll date a Puerto Rican and black though. She don't really want to step completely out the race. So
Yeah, so he gotta be.
So because she like,
have one black
hey,
parent.
especially now, cause you know what I'm saying. She like, nah, I'll lose my street living.
Especially because he was new to Chicago, so it can't be like, oh, really? You messing with this all Puerto Rican? Like, his mama black.
You know, you know what's her defense maker?
Quentin.
His name was Rico. Rico Montana. Prezzie studio. So it's confirmed that we need a Puerto Rican and black character. We need some like a light skinned caramel. You gotta have big eyes too.
No, she gonna play herself. I think she.
She can play herself.
Yeah, I think so. Put her in a bubble jacket and some
Boy,
apple bottom jeans.
Lala do a split right now. She gonna tear her whole spine.
Oh, we gotta
up.
get a body double to do the splits and stuff. Because that's how he first seen her, was at cheerleading practice where they was out there. He's like, okay. Little slim thick right there.
Oh my god.
Like, I see her. Like, who is he?
Let me
Girl,
write this
you
song
know
to-
Q. Q is new.
Let me write this song to Lala and Midwest Q episode.
Yes.
I'm not be a part of this. It wasn't foolishness when you
was
took
the
the ring.
truth.
I bet you took the ring.
I bet the ring was big too.
He
That
probably
drug money.
like Eddie from New York Undercover.
He used to be cute back in the day. I can see that. Yep. Makes sense. I can see that. He was. Okay. Yep. That ring was probably big too.
Dang.
It was at least 2 carats.
Like at least 2 carats.
I bet she hit it when the feds came too.
Dang.
They came looking for him before he got killed in the shootout.
Dang. I want to be the dad.
Well, she probably pawned it. I don't know. She came up with
What?
some. She came
Why
up
are you
on
making up this movie right here?
It's her autobiography.
How you know?
I ain't making it up.
Rico is not dead.
Q.
Q
He's dead.
is not.
He got killed. That's why she was wearing all black her senior year.
Okay.
And then probably ain't even get to go to prom.
But she was
Oh,
a
we gotta
freshman,
throw
so
her
3 years
a
later, she's still grieving?
No, he got killed her senior year. They were together for a minute
Okay.
until that life, because he was about that life and now life took him. That's why you can't be about the streets, guys. Because then you leave people behind that got to pawn rings.
Look, she said, hey, don't bring your yellow ass back to my house messing with my daughter Q. I did take the ring and got rid of it too. Yes, New York Undercover. Jamel threw it down the sewer.
Girl, you should have pawned
To the
that.
man
That's
from
crazy.
Juice.
Okay, we ain't going to put that up.
Hey, because the what's the name from Juice? Do he play on No, that's not the guy from On Girlfriend.
We're going to take that part out because...
She said
we
plot
can't throw it
twist.
away.
Q brother is Rico.
Okay, it was 2 of them. Okay.
Man.
Maybe that's how he got killed. Mistaken, they got the wrong brother.
Dang.
So Rico is still alive, but Q ain't.
Yeah.
Dang, Lala, I'm sorry.
Lala played that man.
But she was his rider until that happened.
And then her parents never knew. They thought she was a good girl this whole time.
They just knew she had new clothes and stuff, but
Damn.
they ain't know where it came from. 'Cause
Damn.
that's what be happening in them hood stories. Them teenage girls be having all these new clothes looking fly at school.
Like, you know your daughter can't afford
Yeah.
a jagged edge bubble jacket.
and
Like,
apple
what are you?
bottom jeans. Like,
With Adam
what?
bottom jeans. And the apple bit out of her. So it's sponsored by Mac, truthfully.
Yep.
Damn, Lala lived a hell of a life.
She did, though.
Jailbait. He got murked by Papa Bentley Ray on the show because he found out his daughter was messing with. He found out his daughter was messing with his daughter. Wow, that's a plot twist. Yes, she got Q killed messing with Rico. Hey, DLUX and go, damn. Hey, this shit would actually be a good show while y'all bullshit. Never took more than anything besides the rain. You took that meat. They played the Love and Basketball song.
Oh.
When y'all first did it, they played Maxwell in the background.
Oh my gosh, poor Maxwell. Was that out around that time?
Yeah, it was on 11 Basketball.
No, man, was she a freshman, was it?
When 11 Basketball came
probably,
out?
yeah. That is around the time, right?
Yeah.
Dang.
You think you know a person. Fourth Wall was out here getting a freak on with drug dealers and...
But she got a ring, though. Ask her how she got the ring.
I don't want
You have to see the movie to see how she got the ring.
Somebody said, man, somebody that took that meat. That Fourth Wall out here. Y'all heard Fourth Wall drinking behind the camera. You probably too much got the ring.
Oh!
I'm joking.
So you're trying to say she had that golf. That is
3,000.
wow. I didn't know that part. Plot twist, I didn't know
That plot twist.
Did not know that part. Wow.
And we just add stories to Fourth Wall. Badass Fourth Wall. Goddamn.
She ain't innocent now.
She ain't innocent now.
She was probably right beside him, fighting with him.
You know what I'm saying?
He probably like, man, these people trying to roll up on me. She's like, what we about to do then?
How she hold her
She about to get out the car. She had to take the ring off because, they didn't want to mess with the ring. Laced up her shoes. She was ready. And that's probably why he...
She probably had some fur lugs on.
Probably did because those was hot back then.
Some fur lugs, some high-tech boots.
Mm-hmm. She was ready.
She was ready. Make it a saga part 2, Life After Q. Rico take his place. For a while, got down gawk.
Wow.
In another plot twist, Rico and Q are identical twins. They just add on a lot of story.
She's like, that's not how it went.
Yeah.
We definitely writing out that throwing the ring down the sewer. We ain't going, Because never be that upset. You pawn it and gets the money. Then you do what you gotta do. Take them out. God said to. That's only because I do the Lord's work.
Because you do what?
The Lord's work.
You do the Lord's work.
When God says it's time for somebody to be gone, it's time for them to be gone. I'm like, I hear you, Lord.
I'm just saying though, like, oh, that shit crazy. I'm done. I can't. Fur lugs. Oh my God. Fur lugs, bucket naked with a raincoat on.
This Chicago, it's too windy for me to be butt naked with a raincoat. One good wind, they see everything. You ain't gotta walk around and get your tips like, you saw it, you saw it, you saw it. Give me my money. Ain't no free show. Ain't no free show.
Okay, I gotta get up out of here. This is too
Yes.
much. This is too much. You could have pawned it and brought some high tech books. Oh, somebody told me I was toxic because I chose Jodeci over Boys to Man. That's a toxic trait. That's not.
Boys and Men wasn't. They had a reputation though behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Boys
they
and
did.
Men.
Yeah, they did.
People think of them as sweet and innocent, but they said they were like super hard to work with.
Yeah, and they went on. No, I'm gonna put that out there.
I mean, look at Wanya and Brandon. We talking about the whole older, younger.
Yeah, I know they had to keep it on the
Yeah.
reps. See who else? What else was a toxic trait? They said,
All of you?
huh?
All of you?
Who? All of who?
Oh, them. You guys out there?
Oh, you talking
No,
about?
them.
You definitely. You probably toxic.
All of yous out there. Not this you, those yous.
If y'all think Prezzie toxic, drop some hearts down there.
No, I am not toxic at all.
Who y'all think? Okay, look. Okay, this is how we're gonna do it. All right, guys. This how you ready? No. Look. Fourth Wall, you ready to count this. If you think Prezzie toxic, you drop the thumbs up. If you think Prezzie toxic, drop the hearts. If you think I'm toxic, drop the. Put your goddamn phone
I can't
down.
vote.
You can't vote, Prezzie. Put your thumb. Give me your phone.
I ain't gonna vote.
I can see you on the camera. Like Prezzie, put both hands right. Put both hands. Keep both hands.
This
Over
is
there.
toxic traits right here.
No, put both hands.
This is
No,
toxic
put both hands right there.
This is toxic traits right here.
So yeah, look. So this is what we're gonna do. Y'all can leave the comments with how many thumbs up for Prezzie, how many hearts for myself.
Oh,
If y'all-
Billy Ray hearts. He said you.
He put
Hearts. He thinks you're a toxic one.
you bitch ass nigga. Look, I'm gonna call your job. Put the phone. They stopped you. Put the phone.
My
down.
hands is right here.
So look, y'all ready? We'll give y'all 30 seconds starting now. Go ahead. Prezzie, thumbs. Prezzie hearts.
No,
I'm
Prezzie thumbs up.
No, I'm
you
thumbs
already said
up.
it.
No,
You already
I'm
said
thumbs
it.
up.
Ain't no backtracking.
Go rewind it. I
This
said
is
I'm
toxic.
thumbs up.
Toxic.
No,
Right here, toxic.
all right, y'all go. Y'all ready? Come on, go ahead, vote. I meant to put thumbs up. No,
No.
Prezzie is the
No.
hearts.
No.
Yeah,
No.
Prezzie the hearts, right?
But then you changed it.
No,
so you
I
make up
didn't.
your mind.
Prezzie the hearts. I'm thumbs up.
You,
So go ahead.
I'm
so
not toxic. How about you just?
no, we having to vote. We're gonna let the people vote for the next 30 seconds.
How about they just say it?
Nah.
They just put it in the comments so that way you can see.
So we can put like Prezzie,
I wanna
Legacy City.
This is America. I want to be able to face who's saying something about it.
Alright.
Ain't no privacy. Who said
Okay.
it? Who said it?
Okay, put it like this. If you think I'm toxic, just put Legacy #Legacy. If you think Prezzie, put #Prezzie.
Is this going to help you go to therapy? Because it's going to be you.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly.
No, because I
Clearly.
think therapy make women toxic.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
they be. Yes, I do.
Therapists.
Some therapy. Y'all go ahead. 30 seconds. Y'all ready?
Therapy helps.
Go. 30 seconds. Boo doo. Come on, let's do the color purple. Boo doo boo doo. Mama.
That was
Mama
a whole
boo.
toxic movie right there.
That movie was toxic shit.
Yeah, so you would pick that.
No, but he was raping that young girl. Sexual abuse.
Yeah.
Abuse.
And
We
Oprah,
wait. We
Oprah
waiting
knocked
on.
him out too.
We waiting on.
We
All right.
we not Bentley don't.
So we got one Legacy City. #
We got way more
Prezzie.
people that's watching this.
Yeah, I know.
commenting.
They scared. They like, I'm in business with Legacy City.
Whoa.
Oh, your mama put it down here.
Ah.
Stand neutral.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know how to feel about it. I responded to it. Yep.
That's shocking.
Yep. Ada said me. Wow.
Sees it.
What, she sees it? Damn. As in making a whole storyline is both. Yep.
So telling your story and
Get
bringing
your shit-
life to it makes it.
I know, right? All right, so we 1-1. Okay, so we Prezzie toxic. Any woman that eat candy and want to fight you for asking for a piece of toxic. Well, he got a valid argument.
That is not a valid
Because
argument.
if he's no, so we 1-1.
What if that's my
So
only
but
meal?
Ada is your friend, so of course she's gonna be like,
Bentley's yours. Ada's just a viewer. I have never met this person in my life.
who?
This Ada
Ada's your friend.
does not sound familiar.
Ada,
But I know you and Bentley got a whole album together. Y'all been
let's see. Let me.
Throwback to
I
throwback.
think don't you and Ada aren't y'all on YouTube together?
so since I interview a person.
Oh, so you denying
I'm
your
sorry for being a journalist.
Oh, so you denying her now?
So I'm being a journalist.
So you denying her now?
I'm being a journalist.
See, Ada, she's denying you. She said you just a viewer. She don't know you personally. Damn.
She said she never met me a day in her life.
What she said of that? I never met her a day in life, so that's she either deny you that she just used you for her YouTube. That's crazy.
Because she had a story to tell,
Huh?
and it was interesting.
Right. I have never met her in a day in life. Yeah.
So, therefore,
You see how women lie for each other?
this helps you in therapy.
No, I don't. It's 1-1.
Screenshot this.
It's 1-1. Well, okay.
So
it's,
you
it's,
can realize that
Prezzie,
you are
she go.
toxic.
I'm not toxic. How am I toxic? We 1-1. Yep, we 1-1. So there you go.
That's because the other viewers are so afraid to comment.
No.
And they don't.
Prezzie, Gail, King, Ada.
That's like King Toxic right there.
No, talk to your therapist about it. Prezzie, talk to your therapist
No, she's
about
talking to you.
She don't know me like that to talk to me like that.
That's how you talk to you? See, look. At
No,
me.
I'm just saying. She don't. Since we're not, like, she only said because she don't know me. She don't know me, so she's self-toxic. She don't know nothing about me besides Legacy City.
I need to be able to put up a poll on Facebook.
But she knows you. So, and then you deny her after being,
The world does not know that.
yeah, dang, this is crazy. That's crazy.
Dimensional being.
Your original being? Yeah.
Dimensional being that cannot be defined in a space or time.
Yeah,
The galaxy.
Cocaine is a hell of a
So
drug.
therefore, I cannot be known. I am only a figment,
Cocaine.
a placeholder.
Yep. The inside of your nose, how the inside of your nose look?
Raw.
I'm about to get off this.
Yes.
Just thank y'all for tuning out. Ada, thank you for being on the...
Oh, don't. Okay.
That's up for everywhere you get off the show.
Bentley.
Hey.
Bentley.
What are you doing with your fist? Hey, yo, listen. Y'all been tuning to
I
Streetligion.
promise you, if
What are you
another
doing?
mutual friend pop up,
Well, at least I'm not even your friend on Facebook, so I don't know
mutual
what.
friend pop up.
I'm not. And y'all can believe I'm not Prezzie's friend on Facebook.
What happened?
She blocked. She
Wow.
deleted me on there.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So it has been Streetligion Nation Radio. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate all of y'all. Bentley, don't try me. So thanks, guys. And
Oh, got shit to do with this.
we might be back next week. I don't know. Are we coming back next week? I don't know how it goes. I just wait outside every Wednesday and see if anybody else shows
That's
up.
a lie. Prezzie don't
If
really
it's
like
time to
being
go
here
home,
on
then it's time to
Wednesday.
go home.
She don't like being here on Wednesday, guys.
What?
She, I'm lying. Prezzie always make sure Tuesday afternoon. She be like, "Hey, what's up? What was the reason last Wednesday? We was here last Wednesday.
No,
What was the reason why?
really,
Did I forget?
really.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
I forgot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's on me. That's on me. Yeah. So I gotta smile that one.
Don't listen to Prezzie. Okay.
Don't listen to Prezzie.
Bentley.
What did you do? He didn't do
Bentley
anything.
is trying.
Hey, mute her microphone. Like, yo, listen. Hey, y'all been watching Streetligion Nation TV, Streetligion Nation Radio. We love you guys. I'm your host, Legacy City.
I'm your host, OG Prezzie Montsho.
Hey, we'll catch y'all next Wednesday, 8 p.m., 2000. We got Tia and Adrian House. They're going to be on the show next week. So it's about to go down.
That's going to be interesting,
It's
y'all.
about to go down. I can't wait. Y'all going to enjoy this. It's gonna
Let's
be a
just say
great show.
one is from where? In L.A.?
Inglewood, California, L.A.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's definitely.
Everybody been waiting for me to get Adrian on the show for a long. So what? You know what I'm saying?
Cut this off.
Well, yo, control yourself. You relax. Sit back. Let's sit back and enjoy this. No, he's not doing anything. What you gonna fight, Bentley Ray?
Since the beginning of time. That's
Yo,
always
Bentley
been
Ray,
there.
do your thing, boy. I ain't mad at you. You feel me? Thank you for producing. Go check out Meanwhile in the studio. I gotta go to the gym, get my workout on. You feel me? Prezzie is in the feelings. Y'all look out for Lala and Midwest Q coming through a theater near you soon. You know what I'm saying?
Our next
So,
screening.
yeah, so we'll be checking that out. You feel me? You dig that? Kansas, live in Texas. That's what's up. All right, we out this thing, P.